bring up the live stream on your phone, please, real quick.
Okay.
We're at the starting screen now. I need to see you to tell me that the opening screen is up. Are you there yet? Let me know when. Are you an ad or something?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know. Here we go. I'm starting the starting thing.
Okay.
Turn your volume all the way down. Just let me know if we're live. Hey everybody, how you doing? And welcome to another edition of Stay Fishy Friday, where we let you know everything that's going on for the week and try and help you with any questions you have with your fish or your tanks or anything, and we give you the Tracy update. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And Skyler's going to fill in for Josh until he gets here. He's working on one of his houses, and he said he's running a little late. He will be here, so Skyler's going to sit in.
My alarm's still go off.
Turn that down on airplane mode, please. Okay, so first thing, I'd like to get right to the Tracy update. Let's see how many people we got here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we got 100 and some. All right, this week here has been a long week. Y'all know we interviewed a bunch of, well, probably 4 different nurses. Actually 6 we interviewed. The first 3, before they got trained to come here, they found work elsewhere. So we lost those 3. Then we got our main nurse, Bonnie. She's doing great. She's here right now. She does Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we have Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday during the day to fill, and then Friday and Saturday nights to fill. 5 more days, basically. 5 more 12-hour shifts.
Anyone a nurse that wants to help?
I've tried that. So anyways, we had this lady, Robin, come by, and she's going to fill Thursday days and Saturday days. So that leaves us with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday taken, and Saturday taken. Sunday during the day, and Friday and Saturday nights. Once I get those 3 positions filled, I can go back to doing the fish clubs and the conventions and all that kind of stuff. I have my son and his wife that are willing. Josh can watch Tracy. Like if a nurse don't show up for the weekend, Josh can watch Tracy. But I believe, and I pretty much bet every one of you will believe, no son should see his mother naked. No daughter should see their father naked. That type of stuff. So his wife can change Tracy while Josh watches her. That way Josh can walk out of the room. She can change her, and I can be safe knowing that if a nurse don't show up, I have a backup. That way I can actually go and do these clubs again. Like the Mammoth Cave expedition is coming up soon. Then we've got the Aquashella in Detroit, or not Detroit, I'm sorry, Dallas, Texas is coming up. We've got AquaCon in Florida coming up. I mean, I haven't signed up for any of them, but if we do get the nurses in, I have a chance of going back to that part of my life. I haven't done this in 3 years.
Decade?
Decade?
A decade?
I don't find you funny. So that's a possibility. The main thing is to get the nurse here for the 7 days, and then I can take care of the 7 nights. If we get the nurses for the Friday and Saturday nights, I can then take off on the weekend and be able to do that. It's a possibility, not a must-have. You know what I'm saying? Would I like to go back to doing the conventions? Of course. I love that. I get to, hang with my fans for the day. I get to sign a bunch of autographs, take a bunch of pictures with people, interact with people, also get our name back out there. It's been, 2 years we haven't been to these shows, and, it just seems like people are forgetting about us, is all. So I wouldn't mind going back doing that. But again, that's not the priority. The priority is to get the nurses here. If that falls through, then that is a possibility. So,
hoping for the best, but expecting the worst.
exactly. That's how everybody should be. Yep.
I got a nice comment. JC said, Skyler, I hate when I see guys be creepy with you, but I just gotta say, you do look extra pretty today.
Now, this is coming from a deacon. Okay.
Oh, hey, this is JC the deacon? JC?
Oh, wait. You said JC?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not him. That's not the guy I thought it was. That could be considered
you,
creepy too. Anything I do, if I happen to have her on the video in a bikini, people are like, "Oh, Rich, this is creepy," you know, like an old man looking at a young girl or something.
J78.
This is crazy.
J78 said, "Big Rich looking cute today as well."
Now that's definitely creepy. but wait, here you go, buddy.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not allowed.
Stop. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I look cute. Thank you.
You
I
look
fluffed my hair.
adorable.
I did. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for that. But now, you know, if I happen to shoot her in a video and she's in a bikini, people are just going overboard. You know, oh, this is cringy. This is that. It kills me. I mean, it kills me. I mean, do I not show her at all? I mean, she's here in a bikini at least 4 times a week.
I don't
You're in the
care.
hot tub all the time. You're in the pool all the time.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me one bit.
There's
people-
nobody cringing over here.
If you
Nobody's.
think about it, if you go into a pool, if you get your clothes wet, wouldn't you want less to wash than more to wash? Because I do all the laundry.
Now, wait a minute. That seems like you're trying to justify. It doesn't matter. We're talking people seeing you in a bikini and me having you on video in a bikini. They're acting like I'm being a creeper, you know? And that's just wrong. That's wrong. Skyler lives her life, and you know,
If Rich wanted to, direct those sorts of films, he'd probably be doing it by now.
oh, stop it. My point is, I'm here to get Tracy back to health, and you know, everything I do is for this purpose. You know, I'm trying. So in the meantime, there's volunteers that live here. Kathy lives here. You know, Jerry lives here. Skyler lives here, and they all got their own certain amount of work they do. And you know, go on with your lives. Just move on. If you happen to see a girl in a bikini in the shot, say thank you, Rich. That was extra little.
Thank you.
That's extra than just fish. You know what I'm saying?
Wiz said Big Rich should dye his hair blonde. They have the most fun, don't they? Rich knows.
Yeah, let me tell you a story about that. I think I was like, I don't know, 18 or 19. I was in Florida. My hair was about yay long, just a little mullet, you know, a baby mullet. And I used this stuff called Sun In, and I sprayed my hair down, got it soaking wet, and I stayed in the Florida sun all day. I tell you what, by the end of the day, when I rinsed my hair out, I had fire orange hair. It don't look like it. By this, I swear it looks like brown hair. But if you look closely, there's blonde hair, light brown hair, dark brown hair, red hair, gray hair. So the red comes out and I turn orange. I lived a whole summer of my life with fire orange hair. And it was crazy. And I had to actually dye it and cut it short. That way it grew out and, you know, I could cut off the dyed part. That was, I will never try and bleach my hair blonde again. Okay. Now, as always, every Friday, if you see me drink, you drink.
You see me
Now-
drink, you also drink.
No. Now you can come up with a word. What word do you want to use for the drinking word tonight? Come on, think.
I'm considering. There's a bunch of different possibilities.
Okay, give us the possibilities. We'll choose.
Alright. Why don't we do just a mullet?
Yeah. All right, next.
Big Rich's hair is gray.
Next. We will be talking a lot about the fish, so we can say fish. Anytime you say
that's
fish.
boring.
That's boring?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Loki.
We're not going to be talking about that cat.
Loki
Wait,
means
there was a
chaos.
movie way back in the, I think it was the 70s, called That Darn Cat. And that cat reminds me of this show so much because he gets into everything. He does anything. And he's like uncontrollable. He does what he wants to do. You know, if you're sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning and he decides to run around the room in circles, he'll jump up on the bed, land on your back, and use your back as a jump off point and dig his claws in and jump off of you.
He's a good boy.
He's not a good boy.
He's the best boy.
What is that? That cat uses me as a pounce point.
He's an angel.
To you come into my room and lay with him, and he's all just loving you, But I'm the one that has to try and sleep. I get my 15, 20-minute sleep naps, and he wakes me up.
Where's Skyler's cat?
Now, mind you, when you're living on 15, 20-minute naps, and you have to get up, every 2 hours with Tracy, this and that, unless the alarms go off, then it'll wake you up even sooner. You have to do this all the time. You love your 15, 20-minute naps. And then that cat comes up and jumps on your back and then claws off of you as a push off and claws into you, and it wakes you up and you're like, ow! And you jump to a surprise. You don't get to fall back asleep right away. You're riled. You're mad.
How come he comes up to me and he goes,
because he's ruined all of his energy on me all night long.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Can I go grab the cat? Somebody asked where the cat was.
So, you okay in there? Okay. Yeah, as far as let's get into the Tracy update now. She's done so good, and we got this nurse come by, Robin. She's doing Saturday night this weekend, but she's going to come back and do Thursday and Saturday next week and every week from that point on. So we've got Monday through Saturday taken care of. We need Sunday and then Friday and Saturday nights taken care of. I've got a nurse coming over tomorrow that wants to do night work as a meet and greet. So we'll see what she wants to do. If she can do Saturday and Sunday, we'll have all positions filled except for Sunday during the day. The last position, you know what I'm saying? So we're really lucky now on this situation because we've never been able to find nurses before, and this one company has sent like 8 nurses over so far.
Maxim?
Yeah, well, I don't put out the company names and all that stuff.
It's not called that.
It's not called that.
It's called
They sent over a bunch of nurses, and a few of them have worked out. We had one nurse come by here, and she absolutely lost her mind, and she's no longer here. She actually got fired from the company. But I think that was a situation where I don't know, she had something like her pills have been changed or something. I mean, she just wasn't there in her mind. She just, woohoo, she was gone, So she got fired.
Yeah.
But she was a hell of a nice lady to your face.
Bonnie's great.
Bonnie's great. Bonnie's our main nurse. You guys will get to know her. She's going to be here a long time. We love her. She does great with Tracy, and she's sane and normal. Did you ever hear that before, Bonnie?
I have not.
She said, I have not. She is sane and normal. She's amazing. She does a great job. She does a better job with Tracy than I do. And
Everybody has a different definition of normal.
Right. We just love her to death. She's great, and she's our new main nurse.
Moby Dick of Dopeness says, here's Rich getting to sleep. Rich still doesn't get any sleep.
I get sleep here and there. But then, like, in the mornings when I got from 8:30, because the nurse is here, 8:30 in the morning until about 12:30. And then I've got Kathy knocking on the door. And then I got,
Community service comment.
Jerry knocking on the door. And then I just get back to sleep. And then I got community service showing up at 11:30, an hour early. And the cat jumps off me. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, let me get some sleep, people. That's all I care about.
Unfiltered Fish Keeper asked, Skyler, have you thought about getting certifications to help out with Tracy? Actually, we were just talking about that.
We were.
There's
our
a
company,
2-year program.
The whole situation we're doing, will not pay for STNAs, which is a opening level nurse. They're only paying for skilled nursing, which is LPNs and RNs. Now, here's the deal. If we start saying we want the STNAs here, because I've got a bunch of people that want to fill positions that are just STNAs, the insurance will not pay for us to go back to or have a skilled nursing at that point, because if you can get by with STNAs, we don't need to pay for RNs and LPNs, right? So there's their argument. So we cannot hire no STNAs or have anybody work for us because we know a bunch of them. And we have to go through these companies and get these LPNs and RNs. Which, by the way, Bonnie, what are you? Bonnie's an LPN.
So that's what I was looking into.
Yeah, you were talking, how long does that take to get to, the quickest way possible, how long does it take to get to be an LPN?
1 year.
1 year, really?
And you have to remember.
You're going to have to talk to Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie, you gotta...
No, not right now. You're going to have to talk to her
will.
in the future, because you found classes that you can do it in 2 years.
Yeah.
She says it'd take 1 year.
Yeah, well, I already
Now-
have all my core classes out of the
Okay.
way for college.
1 year, we could get you in there, and then you could get paid by the waiver program and take care of Tracy, which is basically what you do now when I need a babysitter. You know, if I'm watching
It'd be
Tracy,
exactly what
like
I'm
before the
doing now.
nurses came, I'm in charge of watching Tracy. So I'd have Skyler sit in here and just watch TV. If Tracy needs something, call me. And I'd come running in from working out, or not working out, I don't work out. Working
From working
outside. I meant working outside. I come in from working outside and I take care of Tracy, and then I can go back outside and get some work done. You know, and I call them babysitters. If she can actually become an LPN, she can get hired and actually do the work, because she actually does.
I know what to do.
I taught her how to, you know, suction her out. I taught her how to, and she helps me change her all the time. But she don't know any class theory or what this medication or that medication will do, or if they have a, you know, contradiction to each other. So she don't know that aspect of it. But as far as Tracy's concerned, she can take care of Tracy.
Yeah, I can take care of Tracy. Push come to shove, I would be able to take care of Tracy just fine, no problem.
So if she can get paid for it, it would be a better idea.
Yeah,
And, you know, we have problems finding nurses. For the last, you know, 4.5 months, I had to take care of Tracy 24/7 by myself. You know, so Skyler helped out a little bit during that, and, you know, watched her for a little bit and actually let me get some sleep. But, you know, how hard is it when you're trying to sleep and you get a knock on the door every 15, 20 minutes, you know? So, I mean, it was just rough. If we can do this, I told her that would be her best bet, because she can still live here and work here. Who wouldn't want that kind of situation and get paid, you know, good money? So she's going to go to school for that. And hopefully in a year or so, we still need it.
Watch Tracy. You know what Tracy would do?
What?
Probably like, you know, I'm taking my last class, right? I have one last class before I graduate. That's when Tracy wakes up and she doesn't need an LPN anymore.
No, when she wakes
That's
up,
what's
she's going
gonna
to need.
happen.
She's going to definitely need, because then she moves into the next Glasgow coma scale
Yeah.
of being minimally conscious, where she can communicate a little bit. That's when a bunch of programs open up. Now they'll come here and do physical therapy for like 2 hours a day.
Yeah, no,
You know?
Tracy, that's what's gonna happen.
And they'll bring their stuff, and then they'll get her up out of there. They'll have her hanging and trying to walk and all that kind of
I'll
stuff.
be an LPN and not a physical therapist. But knowing Tracy, it's gonna be literally, I bet, like a week before or something like that. Tell me I'm wrong here.
Yeah, Tracy ain't out to get you. She's
No,
she's just remarkable at coming back. I don't know if you remember the story about her being in a delusional state
Yeah,
for
I
3
remember that.
months. She came back from that. You know, she was in the hospital with a broken pelvis, a broken tailbone, and 2 broken hips. Her whole basket around her whole everything was bad. And then Metro stopped giving her medication for narcolepsy. Well, you can't cold turkey this medication. That sent her into a delusional period for 3 months, where she's like grabbing things that just ain't there. I mean, she sat in her wheelchair with this bar that had bars going into her skin all the way around and bolted together. And all she wanted was a towel over her head. She would sit there and be quiet as can be. As soon as you remove the towel, she had a trucker mouth, you know? So you had to put the towel back over her head, and she'd sit there. And then, you know, she advanced from that to where she was sitting in a wheelchair next to a piece of plywood I had held up by 3 garbage cans, and that's where I had my table saw. So there was a bunch of sawdust on there. So she was playing with the sawdust and some drywall screws. She was trying to stack the drywall screws. And I come in, I'm like, Tracy, are you okay? She looks up, she goes, yeah, I'm fine. And she'd go back and she'd pull some sawdust over and she'd stack her screws. She just wasn't Tracy, you know. And then finally she came out of it 3 months later and she was just normal. That girl has fought back from so many things.
She can get through this.
She can get through this.
Your son left a lovely message in the chat.
What did he say?
He said, "Where's the cute host at?"
That's right here. I'm the cute host.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Josh? Where's the ugly host at? I'm kidding. I'm sorry,
Oh
Josh.
my
That was
goodness.
me. No, the cute host is actually Alora.
There
Where's
she
Alora?
is. Yes, she is.
And then the Vasquez family sent $10 to us. Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
that. And said, cheers, OFR family.
Well, thank you, and cheers right back at you. You know, Vasquez family have been around for a while and donated many times before. You guys are righteous. Okay, let me get this off of here.
Shannon Johnson said, I'll come be a male nurse, but I only work in my French maid outfit.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know either. Marie Dean said, Skyler, I'd hire you as an LPN for my daughter. Aw.
No, we need LPNs here.
Too bad. I mean, it looks like you already got some conflict. Moby Dick of
hold on.
dopeness.
Chris Hoffman says, Big Rich, when Tracy wakes back up, what's the first thing you're going to do? Or show her? Okay, there's two things. She might wake up and be like, you know, an invalid type thing where she has to learn to talk and walk and everything else all over, you know, or she might wake back up and be fine. We've seen both happen through all these different, you know, comments we've seen on the internet. So we don't know how she's going to wake back up. So if she wakes back up and she's just like, Rich, why are you so fat and gray? Because it's been 3 years, honey, you've been down and I've been taking care of you. And I don't get out. I don't get to leave the house.
Why are you so fat and gray?
Because I've gained a lot of weight since she's been down. Because, you know, okay, look, y'all know this. Y'all eat during the day, you try to diet, whatever, but you sleep for the night. I don't get to do that. I'm up all night every night, and I'm still snacking. So I have gained like 60 pounds since I've been taking care of Tracy. I'm over 300 right now. I'm 320, you know. So she would be like, you know, to her, she just, you know, went to sleep yesterday and woke up today and been like, whoa, Rich, how'd you get so big? And why are you gray? I've got a bunch of gray hairs in the last 3 years. So that's one way she's going to wake up. Or the other way, she ain't going to know nothing. And she'd just be like, I give her a lollipop or something and she'll be happy, you know. I don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows how this is going to happen. All I know is if anyone can do it, Tracy can. And she deserves, listen, this poor girl, all she wanted was a daughter her whole life. I gave her 3 sons. Now that she went down, she actually died. She was in a coma for a year. Now she's in a vegetative state. And she's at the top of that, getting ready to move into minimally conscious. She worked through the whole thing, okay? Now, you know, she went from that to, I forgot my whole theory of what I was going to with that.
Now she's gotten to the top of the vegetative state where she's almost.
And she's moving into the minimally conscious. But I still don't remember why I'm saying this.
I saw a comment and made me laugh, so
What were we just talking about?
Tracy when she comes back. I just saw a funny comment. I can't get it.
There's two ways she can come back, and if she comes back, you know, with hardly no memory and you know all, you know, like she's a 2-year-old. We're going to have to go through years of therapy, years of you know physical therapy, you know, speech, learn to talk again, all that. But if anybody can do it, Tracy can. She has gone through so much in her life and has come back every time. So I have complete faith in her. It seems like she's plateaued a little lately because it used to be every week we'd see something new.
She does better when you do less for her, from what I've seen.
She does, yes. The less you do for her, the more she does.
Like, the more she's getting suctioned out, then she's like, I don't...
She don't even cough no more.
Yeah, she's like, I don't need to cough. Somebody's going to do it for me. But once you stop suctioning her out...
What's the first thing we're going to do and show her? If she wakes up and she knows everything, the first thing I'm going to do is show her the bedroom.
No, the koi pond, too.
Nope. Bedroom's first. I'm sorry, but I am
What's in
her
your-
husband. The bedroom is first.
What's in your bedroom, Rich?
Me and her? No, I will show her the koi pond we built for her, the back deck roof we built, the patio we put next to the pond, all this stuff that I promised her, and then she went down. It's all done.
Oh yeah, and her granddaughter. You'll show her.
Oh yes, oh, that's what I was getting to. I gave her 3 boys. You know, she had lived a long life of three guys and all this testosterone in the house. There was Big Rich, Richard, Little Rich, and Joshua Richard. You know, so now she has a granddaughter by her youngest son, Joshi, and she deserves to come back and raise this little girl with Joshi. I mean, I'm telling you, she will lose her mind if she finds out she's got a granddaughter. Okay, so Joshi would just be like, "Go, mom, go." You know, he needs a good babysitter, and Tracy would lose her mind. So she deserves to come back and at the very least, be able to raise her granddaughter, because we worked hard all of our lives, and then she didn't get to enjoy none of it. We worked up all these houses and all this stuff, you know.
Wasn't the summer she went down the summer that you guys were supposed to spend time together?
Yeah, the summer that she went down, we had decided no work this summer. We went and bought a brand new 2020 Can-Am 1000 four-wheeler, and we were just going out riding for the summer, you know, going to have fun. We had the boat then. We were just going to go boating. We're going to go four-wheeling. We're going to go have fun, ride the Harleys, you know, have fun. And not so much work this summer, because we did nothing but work the first 9 years we were here at this house, or 7 years at that time. And, you know, it's like we didn't get away ever. So that was our plan for that summer. And then 2 weeks later, after buying the four-wheeler, she died. And it feels wrong, because if there's a God, he would not have taken this from her. You know, she worked so hard all of her life that she deserves to sit back and relax and have fun and enjoy life, and then raise her granddaughter, you know. So I don't want to cry again, so let me stop for a second. Let me okay, she definitely deserves to come back and be part of her granddaughter's life. It will blow her mind. She will be so happy. You know, she'd be the best grandma, you know.
Yeah, your son said you failed. Alora should have been first in the list. You said the bedroom first.
I wasn't even thinking, though. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking. And then when I found out, oh yeah, I have a granddaughter. Yes. The first thing I'd show her is her granddaughter, of course. I was trying to be funny and not, you know, real. So.
Brandon Cormier said, "Hey, Rich, headed to Sandusky, August 21st, 25th. Going to go to Cedar Point. Driving from Ontario. Was considering on making a detour."
Well, text me. My number is 216-773-0407. Text me. Let me know you want to come through, and we'll make provisions and make sure somebody's here for you.
What do you think, Tracy?
Josh is so right. You failed. Laura should have been first. Yes.
What do you
He is
think?
absolutely right.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't like being corrected by my child. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the dad. I'm all knowing. I'm all powerful.
Yeah, you're the all-powerful entity.
And then he corrects me, and he's right. Damn it.
So,
love you, Joshy.
What do you think Tracy's going to be the most surprised about when she comes back?
Having a granddaughter.
Having a granddaughter and about a koi pond too?
And then the koi pond. That's going to blow her mind.
Do you think she's just going to cry of happiness?
Oh, yeah. She cried when she woke up the last time from the hips accident. She cried every single day for it was 3 months. For 2.5 months, she woke up every day, and I got to give her washer and dryer again.
Yeah, you told me
and she
that.
cried every day. And it was like the gift that kept giving, you know.
You pretty much gave her a new washer and dryer
Every
day.
single day she was like, oh my God, and
So,
she was crying.
She got 100 new washers and dryers.
Right. But she didn't remember the one
I
before,
know.
you know.
Alright, so do you have anything else to the Tracy update?
The Tracy update, we got a nurse coming tomorrow.
Yes.
for a meet and greet, and we'll see what day she wants to do, and then
nurse starts on Saturday. Or no, that's the nurse tomorrow.
that's the nurse tomorrow. Starts
Okay.
tomorrow. That's the what was her name? Brandy. Robin. Robin starts tomorrow. So you know, like J78 says, true. Tracy deserves all those amazing experiences.
J78 said Joey already sent his dick pics.
Ashley Smith says, hope we don't get no trolls throwing our number out there. My number is online. You go to OFR, it's there. And it's a phone that we have set by for OFR, so I only answer during certain hours. And, you know, it's not like my personal phone number and stuff. So you can text it, and I can get back to you.
You should see Rich answering it when it's not during the certain hours. You just go, end call.
No, I'm carrying a tank and it goes off. I end call. You know, I'm putting fish in a tank. I end call. You know, I have to.
What J78 says? Excuse me, deck pic.
God.
Who is this J78?
Thank you, Dennis Engel. He says, prayers that God brings Tracy what God wants, since that is best for her. It's hard, Rich. I will pray for you. That's awful nice.
Yeah, what Rich found, though, is like the less you do for Tracy, the more she improves.
Yeah. See, we had Mara. Y'all thought she was the ultimate nurse, and so did I. But she would suction Tracy out internally every 10, 15 minutes. And, you know, she's thinking she's helping Tracy. But that was wrong, because now Tracy, she didn't have to cough, so she didn't cough, you know. Or wait, no, I've got that wrong. She was coughing all the time because she'd go all the way down in and touch down here where the lungs split to each lung. And as soon as she bottomed out, Tracy would cough, and it was a hard cough to where she turns red in the face and kept on coughing and wouldn't take a breath type thing. And Tracy would start getting headaches, and her blood pressure started going up. So then she got her on medication to lower her blood pressure. And then she got her on medication for her headaches. And then she got her on medication for mucus buildup and all this other stuff. And you know what? As soon as Mara quit, I stopped doing that internal suction every once in a while. So now I suction her and I let her cough it out. And then she's bringing it up herself, which is less invasive, doesn't hurt her. And then I suction out the bib, because I made this thing where the trach mask is. I cut a hole in the bottom of the trach mask. She coughs it out. It falls down. It falls out of the trach mask and into this bib. I can, every 3 or 4 coughs, I can suction out the bib and be fine. So I didn't have to suction her every cough. Well, that led to Tracy learned to cough really hard. And now she's clearing herself out. She's not on any of them medications no more. So she's only on her narcolepsy medication and then her...
the stomach medication.
Yeah, what's that called?
It's Pepsid AC.
I know, but it's called...
it's called something else. I don't know the name of it. But it's Pepsid AC.
Famotidine, okay? And, you know, we give that to her because she has a history of a GI bleed in her esophagus, and that's what made her basically die in the first place. She was bleeding so much into her stomach, and then she was puking it out. So she was puking it out and not realizing that it was blood, because the medicine I gave her for her narcolepsy got puked out. So she was in a delusional period. She didn't know my name and stuff. She was puking out blood. I didn't know any of this was going on. I'm just thinking she's sick. So it led to really low blood levels. And when she sat up in the shower chair to wash off before I took her to the hospital again, that's when she died. And, you know, I spent 8 minutes or so giving her CPR, you know, on the bed, walked online with 911. And then the medics showed up, and I carried her from the bed to the front room, and they put her on the floor and put this machine on her, violent as hell, and got her to come back. I didn't know that... Oh, bring it on by. Come on in, you won't get seen. Bonnie's scared to be on camera. It only catches right through here. The camera's there, and it's right here. So you can get closer. You can get closer. It's okay. So now, what was I saying?
You're talking about how we were talking about.
Oh, the GI bleed,
Yeah.
and then she wasn't getting her medicine because she was puking it out. So she was in a delusional state and didn't know my name. So she kept on puking this blood out and just coming out of the bathroom telling me that she was, puking my brains out, and I'd lay her back down. Well, finally, I got a hold of the hospital, and I said, when she coughs, there's black specks on her hands. They go, well, she's bleeding internally. You need to get her in here. I'm like, thank God. I've been calling for, 2 days. I had her at the hospital 2 days before, and they wouldn't, take her in. If they would have, she'd have never died. So 2 days, they sent her home with a upper respiratory infection, they said, and sent her home and wouldn't admit her. 2 days later, I got her admitted, and then Tracy wants to clean up before she goes to the hospital. So I take her into the shower. That's where she died. And I learned CPR on the TV. I didn't know nothing about hard substances are better than soft substances. So the amount of I was pushing really hard. I've got the whole video of it. I'm pushing really hard, 30 compressions and 2 breaths. But it wasn't as effective if it would have been on the floor. I didn't know this. So now I lived with this guilt for I did the best that I could at what I do. And then, the people got there and they put this machine on her and got her back. Plus, she was so low on blood.
Think about where she
was-
would have been if
She was a
weren't
number
there.
5 when she got to the hospital. They had to give her 3 pints of blood the first day and 2 pints of blood the second day. That's how low she was. So my what do you call it? My CPR wasn't as effective as it could have been if she had full blood, or if I put her on the floor. If she had full blood and on the floor, this would have never have happened.
Rich, if you weren't there, she would be dead right now.
That's the only thing that comforts me at all about this whole situation.
She would be dead right now if you weren't there.
But anyways, I'm not a doctor. I tried my best. We're
She's
trying to
still
get her
alive.
back now.
She's
Yes.
still alive.
She has a chance of seeing her granddaughter.
She has a chance.
If I can wake her up just to see her granddaughter, it was all worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Don't beat yourself up over this. Because if you weren't there with her, she would definitely be dead right now.
She'd have been gone.
Yeah. Even if you didn't do things perfectly, she'd still be gone. You got her to the best that you could. If you weren't there, things would be way worse.
So, anyways, moving on. I'm doing the best I can to get her to come back and live some sort of life. She worked all of her life with me, and now when it's time that we can sit back and relax, she's not here. She deserves to be here. So, anyways, let me see if I can read some of these messages here.
Sean H. said we should all take CPR classes.
Everybody should. It's so simple and it's so cheap. You know what I found out? I learned it on South Park. I watched them. They did 30 compressions. Well, compressions is compression. Just push. I don't know how hard. I don't know if I'm doing this too hard, too light, but that damn machine they brought in did it 10 times harder than I did.
Cindy Murphy said,
Wow.
you didn't know what you knew. 911 should have instructed you. Not your fault. Please don't be hard on yourself.
No, 911 was trying to get me to leave her alone. They said, sir, are you a certified CPR technician? I'm like, no, my wife's dying. Leave me alone. And I'm doing this. And, she kept telling me, to stop. I could do damage. F you. You know what I'm saying?
You always, if you're doing CPR properly, the what's it called? It should break bones.
That's what I was told from the doctors, that they break a bunch of bones with that machine.
You break bones.
Yes, and
if
ribs.
It's done yeah, you break ribs if it's done properly. Crazy Fisherman said, shame on 911 operator for not telling you to put her on the floor.
What was that?
I said you only break ribs if it's an older, frail person.
Tracy was pretty frail.
A healthy person, you shouldn't be breaking ribs.
Right. Now, what did you just say?
Crazy Fish Woman says, shame on 911 operator. For
Yeah, the
just not telling
911
you
operator
what
should have told me.
Oh, here's
Make sure
Josh.
she's on the
What
floor.
up, bitches?
What's up, Jesse? Come on through.
Look, you got some
I got some.
Ciroc.
So, yes, that would have been helpful if the 911 operator would have said, place her on the floor. Well, I got her on the bed. No, put her on the floor. Okay. Make sure you're pushing hard to where she's moving her whole body when you push. Don't push lightly. Push hard. You know, they could have helped, but they wanted me to leave her alone until the medics got there. This is crazy. Raheem says this is the third year she's in a coma. Raheem, she's not in a coma no more. She was only in a coma for a year. Then she had her eyes opened, and she stayed awake for the daytime, and she closed her eyes for nighttime. She's in a vegetative state for the next, almost 2 years now. So she worked herself up from the bottom of the vegetative state. Look up Glasgow coma scale, and you've got, full coma, vegetative state, mentally conscious, and then conscious. And she has worked up all the way out of coma, and then all the way out of the vegetative state. She's at the very top. She's waiting for, one of two things to happen, and she can transpose onto the next level. So she's done really, really well compared to a doctor that said she'll never come out of this. If we take her off any one of these 8 machines, she will die. Within a week, she worked off of 7 machines. So I put my whole heart into it. I'm going to save her and rescue her, and I'm going to work no matter what. She needs a chance. She's working,
Uh-oh. Phoenix Rising said, yay, the favorite host is here.
Oh, God dang it. The favorite host is Laura. Ow.
I'm going to veto that. I'm her dad.
No, I'm a grandpa.
Okay, let me pull my chats up. We're good. Did you get that picture I told you to do earlier?
Yeah, you go over and talk, and I'll try and get it entered into the computer.
All right. So we got a topic to talk about tonight that we would like to bring up and share with you guys because we're not sure what to do with this yet. I've got a few ideas, and you don't even know.
Hey, can you guys pause the TV?
Who's in there?
I am going to pause it.
Just press the
Turn down on
sound
the
button
volume.
in.
Thank
Thank you. So yeah, couple of ideas that you don't know that I'm going to share with you,
Okay.
and we'll see what everyone else thinks about the whole situation. It is big, let me tell you, but it's
I know.
Also-
People tell me all the time.
also crazy, and it's going to be crazy if we somehow make it happen.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't have a picture of that. I thought you said the tank. I went out there and took the picture of the
I'll send it to you on Facebook real quick.
Okay.
This is
Messages.
second time failing today, buddy.
No, stop. You said tank, and I thought, okay, I know you're talking about trying to auction off that one tank. So I took a bunch of pictures of it.
That's a part of this, but yeah, we need the main event. I just sent it to you, buddy.
Okay. Where is back out of here? I don't know what all this is.
How crazy we talking? Trailer park crazy? No, this is a mountain compared to that. It is
I don't know what's going on here. What is
insanity.
this? Okay, here we go. I can go to you.
So I can't really spill beans
Oh my
until he
God.
gets the pictures up.
I'm on his OFR, that's why.
Oh
It
yeah.
messes me big time. It won't go to my
Yeah,
messages
you
or nothing.
got to switch back and forth.
Okay, now I can go to your messages.
So once he finally gets this picture up and going, AZ Fit Mushroom says, new tank for sale?
Yes.
Possibly. But just how...
Oh, yeah, possibly.
So let me go ahead and give you guys a little backstory probably about, I want to say 6 years ago. We were driving to go pick up some fish. On the way back, I see this ad, and this guy has these coral inserts, and he is trying to find a buyer as he closed down his shop, and he is now trying to get rid of the last little bit in the shop.
I
before
actually
he
went
moves.
to his shop. It was up here in, like, I think Elyria or something, and that's where
It was in Toledo. We got it on our way back.
Okay, huge. No, you weren't there. I was there with Tracy.
I'm the one who crawled up in his attic and looked at all the equipment in this thing. I'm the one who helped.
I don't remember you being there. Okay. Anyways,
you weren't there.
I was there. Stop it. Anyways, we go to this guy's place, and it was beautiful, awesome, huge warehouse. That's how I remembered him. And he had them big corals that we used to have in the 4400. Okay, and then some big slabs of acrylic, and you know, he it's here. Is that showing up on the? Is that what people are seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, I done got it. So, anyways.
Oh no, you wouldn't.
So,
say.
anyways, he closed down a shop there, and he moved to Florida. Now he opened up a tank building business, and he built this tank. It was like 200-some thousand for a customer, and they decided not to pick it up, or whatever the reason is. He's stuck with this tank, and he was going to cut the acrylic out, which is 26 foot.
You are jumping ahead. You are jumping way ahead.
Say what you want to say.
So we were originally, so he's kind of jumping over the thing. He's kind of leaving some the things out. Yes, originally it was $200,000 to be made. You can go ahead and pull up the picture so they can have something to see while I'm talking about it.
Okay.
Image 3, there you go. There you go. So you guys can see that panel. That acrylic panel is 24 foot long, 86 inches high. The tank alone is 30 foot long, 7 foot wide, and 9 foot tall.
And that's 3.5 inches thick acrylic.
And it is
24
sitting
foot.
on a steel base, so you can just come and slide your forklifts right
In other words, see the blue here? From the blue to the blue is the size of a double garage deep.
Right. That's 24 feet.
Yeah.
And this is all FRP, fiberglass reinforced plastic, just like the 4400. This looks
Exactly like it.
You know, just
It's got the same I-beams up top and everything.
This tank is 14,000 gallons. So, you know, it was $200,000 original build.
200 and some.
The original buyer backed out, so he's stuck with the tank, as Dad had said.
He said that, you know, plain and simple, I'm not really stuck with it. I can just put it in my backyard. I wouldn't mind having a big tank. I'm like, you don't want to do that. So you're in Florida. The sun, the algae would be terrible, bro.
So yeah, the picture of this tank went around to a bunch of scammers. Hey, I'll sell you this tank for $5,000. Blah blah blah. Well, the actual owner, someone contacted us on Facebook, tried selling the tank to us, and then the actual owner called him up and started talking some real nut.
You got that wrong. I called him.
You called him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I got the
You
someone
told
sent
me
me
wrong.
no. I called him, and then it was like, I've met you before. I know you. And I'm like, how? What are you talking about? You came to my shop. You know, you took some inserts and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I remember that shop. That was, you had a beautiful shop. You were living at your parents' house. He's like, yeah. He goes, well, I got my own company down in Florida now. Moved out of there. And I'm like, damn, dude, you're doing good. You know?
So, you know, at the end of the day, he told us $100,000 you can take this tank home. And we were just like, yeah, no, that's way outside of our wheelhouse. And
so he told me that he would, worst case scenario, he'd cut the window out because that cost him $40,000, and he'd cut it up and make tanks for himself there and put it on display.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't mind trying to get a hold of the public aquariums and see if one of them could take it. You know, so he's got options at this point. He gave me a bottom dollar price, and we're going to try and reach it.
So that brings us to our next point. So we have this bottom dollar price. Should we share it, or should we keep it a secret?
if we share it, someone else might jump in. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So the price is $65,000. Brand new, 14,000 gallon tank. But that window is 24 foot long, and you said 80 inches tall.
86.
86. So probably about 78 inches of window. So that's 6.5 foot of window viewing area.
Right.
Tall. So that
You can
tank
fit
is massive.
2 of the 4400s in that panel.
I can fit 2 of my Camaros in that tank.
Yeah. So we are trying to come up with solutions, ways.
You
that
all
we
know
can,
that we were going to build onto the back of the house for one big tank. This would be it. And we have a place to put it. All we got to do is build on if we can get this. So,
and I'm saying nobody, and I mean nobody, on YouTube could then say that they have a larger freestanding aquarium.
well, Rod had that 16,000 gallon. It's gone now.
Yeah.
But
Rod's building bigger, but it's not a freestanding aquarium.
you know what we do? We would take a couple of 1,000 gallon tanks and put them upside down and suck all the air out on top. Now it's a 20,000 gallon aquarium. Then my beams would hold it.
Those are fiberglass
I know.
I-beams. I don't think they would.
Don't pee in my Cheerios, son.
So we're trying to figure out ways that we can help fund this crazy, insane idea. Someone threw out there, started GoFundMe. You can help raise funds that way. But we really don't want to try and beg our
Followers.
our fans that say, hey, please help us, buy us our new tank.
Right.
Although I know some of you guys out there would
There'd be a lot
more
that wanted
than
to.
willing to
We just
help.
don't want to put our problems onto you.
So we're trying to come up with ideas here. So for one, if we have that, you have the other tank, the picture up?
Well, on top of this, we have the build we're going to have to do to house this.
Yeah. So in the grand scheme, it's going to probably cost $100,000 for the new building and the tank. So to make this come to
Real close to that.
fruition.
A little bit, maybe a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
but ballpark. So we have this other tank that I know that we could probably do something with, sell, raffle off, and try and help fund.
I have to do
Oh,
this.
someone says sell the Camaro. That'll never happen. I'll tell you that much. He will be.
I love the fish. I love what I do. I love helping out everybody. I love doing all that, but I'm not going to sell something I worked 25 years building, and it's some next level thing for the fish. That car is amazing. It's some next level stuff, and it's going to be left to my kids. It's not going to be sold. I'm sorry.
So that brings us to he's trying to pull up the next picture. We have a tank sitting here that we haven't really done nothing with. We can try and sell that or raffle it off to come up with partial funds towards this, and possibly selling some other things.
We
around
wouldn't sell
here.
it for no other reason.
Right. Possibly selling some other things around here to help out with funds. Or, Joe actually gave me another idea. You could potentially finance this tank and, just take out a loan for the tank alone or whatever difference that we need.
Being a 501c3, I am not allowed to have credit cards in the 501c3, and I cannot take out loans in the 501c3.
Well,
I
this
would have to take out a personal loan.
Right. It would be like a $50,000 mortgage on one of our rental properties. But at that point, it's like $500 a month, and then that would essentially fall onto us, paying $250 each per month to make this tank happen. Although I think it could pay for itself if we happen to, play it right and do the right videos on it and whatnot. It could, have a viral video come out of it, and bam, there's a good chunk of our money back. Then we just work on paying off the loan. So that is option number 2.
Okay, downloading picture 1, and now downloading picture 2. All right, now I can add them, and you guys can see them right here. Okay.
So this tank was offered to a few aquariums, but as far as I know, they did not make the cuts. So I'm not sure about that one. I'm sure he's got this offer out there for a couple of other high rollers and whatnot. But this tank alone is going to be a beast to move. You have to have the right amount of expertise. Hang on. The right amount of expertise, the knowledge. Because just lifting this tank, it's probably 8,000 pounds empty, if not more. Possibly 10,000 pounds. It's a beast. You'll probably need 3 forklifts working in unison just to move this beast.
No, I've got volunteers, so.
That's funny. I would be curious to know how he moved it around his shop, because obviously he has it sitting up on wood so he can come and
it's
get
on a
forks
pallet.
under
It's on
it.
a shipping pallet.
So it might be to where he's got this huge, front end loader or something that can lift that tank right up.
I wish. And then we got to, logistics. We got to drive it from Florida up to here, and then get it off the truck and have it here for a spot.
I've got a trailer sitting in the driveway that would handle that tank just fine.
No.
Yeah.
That yellow trailer will not handle that.
That is a 14 or 16,000 pound trailer. That would handle it
Right.
just fine.
It's only, 18 foot long? That's a 30 foot long.
No, that trailer is.
We'll go measure it. It is not that long. It's like a normal sized car trailer, 20 foot maybe, not 30. There's no way.
I think it's 26 where the dove starts and then it falls off. I could.
So you're talking more back behind the wheels weight behind the car. Remember that?
Might be a lot on it too. I'm saying if my theory's right, it would be 2 foot sticking off the back. It could be bad, but
It
you would
needs to
load
be
the front.
the center of the tires. It needs to be center of the tank and then at least a foot forward.
And you're just talking a semi. There's another 2,500.
A flatbed, $4,000 at least.
It was $4,000.
It was 45 to get the Bellagio's here.
That's from Vegas to here. This is about half the
Florida
trek.
to here.
Half the trek. So I'm saying
Things are more
2,500.
expensive now. All right, you want to see it, guys? This is what we're talking about. That tank right there. Let me see if
The
I can
Dwight
make it smaller.
Howard Aquarium, to where we can, we had raffled this off, but before when Greg donated it to us, and we raised like $6,000 and whatnot. We were a much smaller channel back there, back then, and we ended up raising $6,000, and it went to Clarissa, where it sat in Greg's shop, which we didn't even know for about a year and
6 months.
a half.
No, it was 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, because he called. He's like, this tank's been here 6 months. You got to get it out of here.
Oh.
And I called Clarissa, and she's like, we can't put it nowhere. That's too big for my house. If you guys want it, you can have it. And we drove to Chicago and picked it up. So we sold the tank and made, $5,400. And then, we didn't sell it. We auctioned it off. And then the proceeds went to Ohio Fish Rescue. Thank you, Greg Woodstock. And then the owner that won it gave the tank to us. So we had to drive up to Chicago and pick it up. Now, we haven't done anything with it because it's going to need extensive reworking to be a fish tank of 1,000 gallons. But it can be used as a reptile tank right now and a fish tank. So we have that tank to get rid of.
So my guess, if we re-raffle this tank
There's no
off,
close.
I would do it a bit differently this time and have it to where if the first owner does not make plans within 15 days to come and pick it up, then we go down the list and pick another winner at that point.
Now,
Until
this
the
tank
tank is
was
picked up.
originally like $60,000 to Dwight Howard.
Yeah. But, you know, if top of my head, we're about, you know, 25% more on the subscribers. Plus,
Well,
I
not
picked
only
up,
that, we would advertise it on the reptile, you know, circuit.
Yeah.
A lot more people involved.
Yeah.
Because we only did it on the fish tank circuit.
Right. But also, I have over 500,000 people on TikTok as well.
Right.
That's an untapped market. We'll do it on all of our medias, and who knows?
We got a lot on Instagram.
We might raise, you know, $10,000 in funds, and that's $10,000 towards this next tank.
Right.
I think that might be our best move right now. We just have to figure out how to come up with the rest.
So, shut these off. That's what we're talking about now. And trying to move into this to end up with this.
Well,
Because if
you
anybody
know,
deserves it,
say if we can get that down, or even, you know, he's willing to take X amount of dollars. How about we, you know, partial cash donation receipt type thing?
yeah, he didn't want. I talked to him about that. I tried. I mean, I tried everything, brother. He's like, well, I'm a new business. I'm not a big business, so
Well,
that's what's hurting us.
Well,
He's got his money tied up into that. He needs his money back.
Well, right now, you know, he's trying to recuperate his money and a little bit of profits. You know.
His last stage resort is to cut the fiberglass all the way around, take the window out, use it for a couple of builds that he can sell, you know, off, you know, and sell
So,
off.
You know
Make
what that
make
tells
his money
me?
back.
That tells me if he goes that route there, he's willing to take the amount that he has in material cost. And he's going to take that material cost, cut it up, spend more money, manufacturing time, put more hours in to make extra enclosures to try and sell and recuperate that same money. He's going to put more money in doing that option to try and recuperate his
Man,
money.
he's a hell of a nice guy. He tried working with us and everything that I could come up with. You know, we tried all kinds of thoughts together.
But who knows? If we call him back and we say, hey, we're going to try and make this happen, he doesn't mind sitting on the tank for a while. So if we say,
Yeah.
hey, let us try for 2 months, let's see what we can do, he might say, hell yeah, more power to you. Let's see what we can do. I mean,
all we can do is try.
Yeah.
If it was meant to be, it will happen.
Yeah. But, you know, my mind's just sitting here thinking. We take a mortgage out on one of the rental properties, and then we
See, here's the
figure
thing.
out.
Now you're taking my income away. I'm paying for the rescue with my income right now because I'm only getting $2,000 a month from the rescue or from the YouTube page, and it's another $1,200 I'm paying out of my pocket every month now to cover the cost. So if I take one of the houses away, that house is no longer going to be income; it's going to be debt. Okay, so it's going to be more out of my pocket. That's the problem.
We look at that tank. All else aside, you do a mortgage for say $50,000. If we sell the Dwight Howard tank and get 10, then you know we take a mortgage out for 50. That's going to be $500 a month.
We'd have to take the
On the
mortgage
high
out
side.
for $100 to be able to get the tank and then build the extension.
Well, first step is secure the tank. We're not worried about the
We
the
can
building
do
right now.
this house here, which I pay the mortgage on. You know what I'm saying? It's not part of my income. I could go get what do you call that when you already own your house? My house is paid for.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to do that because you can go at any point on this house and say get a $500,000
Right.
loan.
I can go get a loan.
But your income on your rental properties is one thing. If you go
It's
and
still
get
coming in.
Yeah, no matter if you get the loan on it or not, you're still going to have that money coming in, and that's going to your pocket. Now, this loan is something, say, if we decide to do it, it's between me and you. Hey, we're going to use, say, 46, and we're going to go and take 50 grand out on it, and then it's between me and you. We split this 50-50, paying this loan back until we figure out. If we get other tanks in and we sell it, I sell the 750 out there, I sell that.
We can put it towards the loan.
We put that towards the loan.
The problem is we have the tank now and no place to put it.
That's step one. What did we do with the 4400, the Bellagio?
It sat on the side of my house for years.
I'm fine with that.
I don't have a place to store it on the side of my house, son.
Hey, you do.
No, I don't. Where?
Right in front of the new carport. Just sit there. Bam.
I can't drive through there and get to the backyard then, where we have stored everything.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Go around the other way.
Oh my God.
I mean, how did we make stuff happen last 3 times we did it? We had 20-foot tanks by 6 foot. We had 14 by 7. We had.
Ashley Smith says, "Ask Brian. Maybe he will buy it." Look,
he was already offered.
he was already
the tank
offered to it and
passed
turned
on
it down.
So as of right now, Brian's having his tanks built on site, and he has Bash the Aquatics that are actually building the aquariums, which is a part owner in the actual aquarium side. So he's getting a better deal on these tanks, and I think he gave up like 25% of the company to Steve, and he's doing all the aquariums and whatnot. So they've got this worked out to where this tank offered to Brian, he wasn't interested in it at this price. But yeah, that's the next biggest thing on the plate right now, and we are trying to make this happen one way or another. You know, if it was like closer to like the 10 grand range, you know, possibly a go.
Crazy Cichlid says, "Big Rich, you said you don't charge for things, and Josh charges for tours. I suggested this the other week, but you was told no, you couldn't because you live in a residential area." Josh don't charge for tours. If people want tours now, he does a suggested donation. If they don't, they don't. If they do, cool. That's how that's working.
You use the word charge, and we cannot charge. We are not open to the public. But there's nothing stopping us from doing private tours. Nobody can just walk here, come in, and bam, you know, you have admissions at the door. That's not in the realm of possibility here. But if you do a private tour scheduled ahead of time, it is now, you know, you make a donation to the Ohio Fish Rescue, and you got a 1-hour private tour with Josh or Big Rich. You know, Brian does this up at the Reptarium. He does after hours private tours. The Reptarium's yours for 1 hour.
He charges $450 to do his personal tour.
It's
An
300 with his staff.
300 with the staff.
And
you get an hour's time. You can walk through there.
Yes.
And they'll do what you say. Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this guy? Oh, pull him out of the cage. They'll do it. We could do the same thing, you know?
Yeah, but, you know, us here, it's you know, I'm basically, when someone comes for a tour, we don't have staff here. So either A, I'm taking time out of my family, my time, or B, I'm paying someone to come here and give you guys these tours.
Right.
So basically, the suggested donation is now paying for that person to give you the tour.
I love this next statement.
That'll never happen.
Phoenix Rising says predatory fins should buy it and donate it to OFR for housing all the monster fish they sell to people who can't actually house them, and OFR ends up with them.
Yeah, Vasquez family says, would be nice if every subscriber would donate $1. Even if 50%,
Oh my God.
that would
50%, that would be 80,000. We have $160-some thousand or 163,000 don't
68.
68, and if half of them would donate $1, that would be 80,000 some odd dollars. You know, $84,000. If everybody could donate $1, that would be amazing.
Yeah, but we if we did something like that, we couldn't do it through like, you know, YouTube, because they take 30% off the top, all these super chats and whatnot. So if we did that, it would have to be a GoFundMe, because they don't take, you know, a fee off the top. So if you give a $1, you would have $1 towards the tank. But that would be cool. OBG Foster says you can't just walk in and get a tour, but you can get a free room. Winky face. I think the free rooms that have been used up.
We got Jerry living in the basement to take care of the fish room. We've got Skyler living in the 1-bedroom. And she takes care of the dishes, the laundry, vacuuming, and all that kind of stuff. And taking care of the tortoises and the bird. And then you've got Kathy. She does like spring cleaning once a week. Like she'll take all the dishes out of the cabinets and, you know, clean everything and the glass and all that and put them back in. And then clean the floors and make it spotless. You know, I like that. You know, no one else does that. And she'll do the same to the kitchen. She'll do the same to the living room. So, I mean, between the three of them, the house stays pretty clean right now. You know what I'm saying?
Dennis Ingalls says, why would you want to buy it? It's cool, but question mark. That tank is 30 foot long, 7 foot wide, 9 foot tall. It is like having 3 of our 4400s in one tank.
4, 8, 12. More than 3. 4,400 is 88. 4,400.
Well, I'm saying in length and width.
12,000. 8 and then 4 is 13,000. You know what I'm saying? Gallons. This is a 14,000. It's more than 3 of our 4,400 gallon tanks.
Right.
And it's not on the floor. It's sitting up higher.
Right.
You know?
I would stick an arapaima in that tank and not feel bad. You know what I mean?
Vern. You remember Vern?
Yeah.
You mean Vern? Jim Barney?
Laverne and Shirley?
No. No. That's
No.
going way back. Laverne and Shirley was with the Fonz and Penny Marshall and all them. No, this is Vern. You know what I mean, Vern? He was, Vern does camping. Vern does, Hollywood. Vern, blah, blah, blah. It was Jim Barney.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, my God, son. What do you know? Skyler is a live-in maid. Yes, I am paying for everything, but I was paying these bills before any of the volunteers moved in. I was paying the same with them or without them. So if they can help me out, it helps me. You know what I'm saying? I've got Jerry that takes care of all the intakes. He does all the water changes. He takes care of taking care of the fish room. I don't have to do that now. I can concentrate on Tracy. I've got Skyler that does all the major cleaning. And then I've got Kathy that comes by and she does, super cleaning once a week behind Skyler, and makes everything smell good and look good and clean good. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing, everyone's on here saying start the GoFundMe. I'll help out. I'll help. And we really appreciate that. But like, what happens if we set a goal and we don't make it? Is there a way to refund everyone?
Dude, I never thought of that.
Like, I mean, that's how I feel something like this should be ran. If we meet our goal, then thank you so much. You guys are awesome. But if we don't make our goal, I don't want to take everyone's money and just say, hey, thanks. We
almost made our goal.
Right. Like, that just seems wrong to me.
Yeah, we're not out here to try to screw anybody.
So, like, I should look that up. If it is a way, say if we raise 27,000, just throwing a number out there, and we don't make our goal, and we are
Yeah,
able to
see,
refund that or no?
Ashley Smith says we're not able to. Who wants to live in a huge house by themselves? We're humans. We like having people around. You know what? I lived in this house, and then Richie moved out. Richard moved out, and then Josh moved out, and now all of a sudden, and that was all like the same 2 years. All of a sudden, I'm in this huge 8,200 square foot home by myself, and I'm taking care of the fish room. That was enough by itself. That was rough. Tracy just went down. I got to take care of Tracy and this house. So, you know, now having Jerry move in and take care of the fish room, I don't have to do that no more. I can concentrate on Tracy. That helped out a lot. Skyler move in. Skyler was really lazy at first. She just, I mean, she was used to her boyfriends taking care of her, doing whatever she wanted. And, you know, you're going to learn today. It ain't that way in life. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Kathy moved in. And then, you know, the three of them working together seems to do great. I do have a little bit of drama all the time about, oh, Jerry said this, and Kathy said that, and Skyler said this. And I'm like, leave me alone, please. I'm just trying to take care of Tracy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear all that. But it does come about. So as long as everybody acts like adults, it should work out just fine. It didn't seem like it was working at first, but it's working now.
So reading all these comments, there's a lot of people that want us to do it. Raheem just commented in with 100. I'm not sure what that symbol is, but he says donated for the tank. Well, thanks, Raheem.
Aw, thanks, Raheem.
I want to think of a way, like, you know, all these comments that everyone's saying, just start the GoFundMe, either make it a smaller amount, or if you don't get the tank, you at least get the addition. We want to help, which they're all really
We can
positive.
do that, actually.
But like, what if we think of a way to give back more, like they actually get something for their donation, or say, hey, if you donate X amount of dollars towards the tank, you get your plaque up on the wall at OFR for forever, like in the new room. We'll put plaques up as long as, you know, we have space. We can do the whole front of the tank, the walls, all that stuff. That might be
I wouldn't mind that at all.
possibility there. Jim Sheasley, $5 says start selling locks of Rich's hair for $5 a strand. That way the people get souvenirs.
Oh my God.
He said, can I get my wrench back?
His wrench. Did he lose it on the trip or something?
No idea. Jim, what the hell are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about, son?
Did he take his tank?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But he's saying he couldn't get his wrench back. That means he must have went on the trip and lost his wrench.
Possibly.
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
Mike Mayhew for $4.99 says tank it up. That's little Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy Mikey.
What's up, Mike?
He was my son for like, I don't know how many years, like 8 years or something.
Still your son. He just
Yeah, but now he
Don't
never
talk-
calls.
he got a girlfriend.
Uh-oh. I thought he was gay. I'm kidding, Mikey. I love you, brother. Thank you. Come on by, son. Stop by. I went from your dad to being nobody. Come on.
So Ashley Smith says you got to make sure whatever you do is along their lines and rules. They got a ton. So no matter what, just the donations on GoFundMe is that. But like if I put out a video on, say, Facebook, YouTube, I said Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and just like I introduced this fundraiser and whatnot, I could say, you know, hey, either we'd have to sit down and talk about this, but for every 20, 50, $100 that's donated towards the GoFundMe,
That's what he's talking about. The moderator wrench. Let me add Jim Sheasley as the.
I could say, hey, for every X amount of dollars that is donated towards this GoFundMe, we can just open up the list and see, hey, this person donated this person donated that.
Right.
For every X amount of dollars that you donate towards the cause, we'll go ahead and put your name on the plaque and put it up in OFR Fish Room for the rest of time, knowing that you guys are the
Every time we're
donors that
videoing,
helped it.
we'll show
Right.
the wall.
Right. I think that could be something that
Mike
might
Mayhew says, I
sway
was
me.
there, you was sleeping, fool. That's how he talked to his dad? That's what he going to say? Mike, I'm sorry, brother. I take care of Tracy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If I'm sleeping, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't know you was here. When was Mike here?
He was here probably about 2 weeks ago. He
Why didn't
stopped
I
by
know?
with his girlfriend and their kid.
He brought his girlfriend too? Proof that he wasn't gay? Love you, Mikey. I'm kidding. I guess I was sleeping, buddy. I'm sorry. Will Star does have a plaque.
Yeah, I like Ashley Smith's idea. I can just write them on the wall with Sharpie, because having 1,000 plaques made,
Oh, that's a pain in so much butt.
yeah, I like the idea of writing it on the wall. And oh my goodness, if we have a big blank wall, you guys know how awesome Brittany is at painting. We can have her do an awesome mural on the wall.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
This week you got to put 3 more names up, sweetheart.
Well, we could do some sort of mural like OFR, like call them our alumni or something like that, or we'll have to come up with some great name for the wall.
Calamari alumni?
What?
What the hell did you say?
I said the OFR alumni.
You said calamari alumni.
No, I didn't.
I'm like, what does calamari have to do with any of this?
No idea. But yeah, we can just put hundreds or thousands of names on the wall. I mean, I could take a collection first once we meet our goal. Say, hey, we have X amount of square feet. We have hundreds of names or thousands of names, and that would determine what size box we can write each name in. That would be cool.
Okay.
We are up to something here, guys. We are definitely up to something.
All we want is we want to end up with that tank. And
I mean, I'm not going to lie. That tank is freaking awesome. I'll be giddy about it, but I just think about how much more we can do with the rescue.
right, but with that money, if somebody else ends up with it, we're gonna be hurt. We're gonna be butt hurt.
That's why I'm saying we could talk to the owner. He already knows us, knows what we're about.
He likes us. He wants to work with us.
He might say, hey, I'll give you guys 3 months. I mean, it's probably no
So
sweat
20
off.
grand a month, no problem.
Well, usually with your GoFundMe, it happens in the first 30 days.
The first week.
Yeah. But
Ow.
it's just a matter of how we want to play this thing and how we want to try and make it happen. I mean, if we're close to the goal and it say, hey, we've got 40,000 saved up and it's up to us. You throw in 10, I throw in 10. It'll hurt, but we could probably make it happen.
Hurt? I won't be able to feed Tracy. Talk about hurt. Forget me. I'm fat. I can live for 3 months with no food. Tracy can't. Oh, shit. Ashley Smith says, even if you can only get 10K, it's more than you had. It is a step in the right direction. Should we do this GoFundMe?
I'm leaning towards yes, and the raffle
see, here's the
for
problem.
White Tank.
Here's the problem. Raffling off the Dwight Howard tank, that's good. That'll get us towards a step. Putting up a GoFundMe is a step. But we just had a GoFundMe for Reaper, and everybody they gave till it hurt. He got $8,000, for his new car. That, mind you, he's still running out of gas. I'm sorry, guys. So it's just I hate to ask them to pay any more than they've already paid.
I do too. But I also think about how many times all these other non-profits out there ask their supporters all the time.
Well, that's how they
for
get their
donations.
money, is nonstop asking.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well, you might have to just bite the bullet here. Like, I mean, everything I've read in the comments here is supportive and positive. And if they're saying if we donate it to OFR, it's then if you don't make your goal, it's still for you guys to use as capital to continue your mission. Like, it's yours at that point. Even though I'd love to end up with this tank and expand the rescue, that would be sweet.
Right.
But I think we just got to pull our own egos aside and not wanting to ask more of our people out there.
I hate that, because I see it as, this is what we did as a father and son thing, and this is our dream.
But it's
not their dream. They shouldn't have to pay for it. That's how I feel. I'm sorry.
But it's evolved into so much more than
It has.
just
It
what
is.
me
It
and
is
you
such
started.
a great rescue that we never turn down any fish. There's broke back fish we take in, and we give them great homes. There's fish we take in that are just problematic, and can't live with other fish, and we take them in. We never say no to any fish, and we give them all great homes. We do. I mean, I get that. I do the best that I can. I believe in what we do, because nobody out there, including these dog kennels, dog rescues, don't do half of what we do.
Yeah.
And I'll let you in on that in a little bit, because we just had a run-in with a dog rescue about the dog we took in.
Okay, and going back to that idea right there, you're not wanting to put your personal feelings aside because you don't believe in it. But think about how many people on the internet believe in what we do, and now our dream is their dream, and they're loving what we're doing, and they want to support us.
I didn't take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Okay. But okay, you know how we took in Buddy?
Yeah.
Now, this was a dog that was going to be put down because he bit the postman. He was going to be put down. No other dog rescue would take him.
Yes.
We take him, and we're like, we have a bunch of people, maybe we can find him a home. But we took on the chore. Now, we're out there, we're working with him night and day. That dog was vicious as hell when he came in. We can't even carry him. He's trying to bite our fingers. We get him inside. We let him calm down. We put him down in the basement. We put a piece of plywood up where he can't get out of the basement. We use a 2x4 to open his door and let him out, right? He sits out and he acts all normal. Kathy and Skyler both went inside his domicile and sat down. And he came over to them, sat between them, and let both of them pet him. We're like, oh my God, this is a different dog. So the next day, we give up the turtle enclosure.
Thanks, Jim.
Jim Cheesley, everybody. We give up the turtle enclosure, and we take the dog. Kathy puts a lasso around his neck. We walk him outside. He walks all around the whole backyard. He's like happy. Oh, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Oh, let me down the pond. He looks back at Kathy like, come on, can you keep up? He just wanted to play and have fun. He was not a vicious dog at all. Kathy brings him back to his cage. He comes into his cage. He goes over there, eats his food, and he sits down inside of his dog kennel inside there that we leave open.
Right.
And the next day, everything's fine, and you come over and you play with them, and the trainer shows up and trains them, walks them all around the backyard. A totally different dog. Did not look mean at all. The third day, Kathy goes out there in the morning, sits in the cage with him, and he comes over to her. She starts petting him. He turns around and bites her.
Mm-hmm.
She don't tell us. It wasn't until nighttime we found out. We had no clue that he bit anybody. So she ends up, in the morning she woke up, her hand was swollen more. She goes to the hospital. I guess he tore 3 ligaments in her hand, and there's 2 on her stingray. It looks like 2 pencils got poked through her hand.
Right.
Okay. This certain dog rescue, American Eskimo rescue, freaks out on us, screams and yells at us for not telling the truth or whatever. Like, what are you talking about? We didn't know he got bit. They got her records, or the dog's records, from the doctor before we even got found out that the dog bit anybody. You know, it bit one of our volunteers here. We're still trying to find the dog a home. Don't push the dog. Don't, you know, Kathy shouldn't have been out there without other people out there. I am the one that runs this rescue. She shouldn't have been in that cage without me being there. Plain and simple. So, you know, they freak out and they're going to start yelling, you know, you didn't inform us, you didn't tell us the truth, you know, blah, blah, blah. I went off on them. I let them have both barrels. You know, how dare you yell at this, you know, Skyler's like 20 years old. How dare you yell at her? She's flustered, don't know what to say to you. Don't talk to my volunteers that way. Right. You know? And they're like, well, you guys failed to inform us. No, we just found out. We did not know to, and we didn't hide nothing from you. The fact that you're accusing us is making you look like a bad guy. Stop being what you're doing, you know? And we're here trying to help this dog stay alive because they already wanted to put him down. The doctor, where Kathy went in, says, you've got 24 hours, that dog has to be put down or put in quarantine. The warden hasn't showed up yet. I tell them, you know, the people online, the dog sanctuary, the dog rescue, I'm like, look, we take in any animal. We're a fish rescue. We take in any animal to save it from death. You've been offered this dog 3 times and said no all times. You know, don't condescend and yell at my people because you're making Skyler upset as can be and you're accusing her of lying. She didn't lie. We didn't know the dog bit our volunteer until later in the day. So when she got home from the hospital. You know, so she comes back and this and says this and that, you know, and I had to block her. This is how another rescue acts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, should I put their name out there?
You already did. American Eskimo Rescue.
If I didn't, there it is. Okay. Oh my God, you look at you. We're trying to save this dog, and they're accusing us of lying. We're not trying to lie. We're trying to save the dog from pure death. That's what was going to happen. And she's, you know, arguing with it. Now she says she don't want nothing to do with the rescue because we lied to her. We didn't lie to her, and now you're going to let this dog get put to sleep? You're supposed to be their rescue? I've never turned down a fish. I've never put a fish to sleep. You know what I'm saying? How dare you? How can you be that way? American Eskimo Rescue sucks, is all I can say. I told them. I yelled at them. I yelled at them.
I think you meant to say suck it.
I yelled at them. You know, that was the last thing I did before, you know, I blocked them. I yelled at them for, you know, making one of my volunteers feel inferior. You know, you should stop lying to us and, you know, tell us the truth and blah, blah. She's like, what are they talking about? And then we found out that Kathy got bit, you know.
They have been so condescending and straight
They've never
up,
once said they'd take the dog.
But before you even talked about this dog, I seen them online acting a fool, like very bitchy, condescending, not very nice. And I'm just like, wow, who the fuck do you think you are? Talking to a random stranger, and she just proved you wrong with fucking screenshots. It was the girl who brought the dog here. She said, "Oh, thanks."
Oh yeah, she got on them. She went at them.
Unlike you are.
Proved them wrong. It was right up our alley, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Yeah.
I got some super chats to catch up on. Sue Ann, $10. She didn't say anything.
Aw, thank you, Sue Ann.
Bob Taylor, $20 says towards the super tank.
Woohoo!
Sue Ann, $5 says it's surprising how much just sharing and commenting helps, even if it's just an emoji. That is true.
Yeah.
Brittany Ziblis, $20 says, hey, Josh, since we didn't get the bitchin' kitchen, can we get another mystery chef Josh and Skyler meal?
Oh my
Also, yes, the GoFundMe. No one is
Did
doing
you
it
do
against their will,
a
guys.
Josh and Skyler meal?
You don't ask for super chats
Huh?
yet. Here we are. They're talking about the last thing I concocted for Skyler to eat that they paid for, since they paid for your bitchin' kitchen. You haven't done it yet?
I've been so busy. Go on.
No, she's asking for a Josh concocted Skyler meal, which I can come up with something. That's up to Skyler. Are you down for that again?
You're an ass.
I could save it for next week and really think
But
about
Ask His
this
family
one.
says, flap around and find out. Hillbilly Orchid says, oh no, I'm so sorry. I recommended Esky Rescuers United. It's been many years since I dealt with them. I totally apologize. I totally apologize to Skyler too. They used to be a lot better. The dogs suffer. Yes. You know, I've never turned down a fish. If a fish is a biter, I won't stick my fingers in his dang mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'll just find him a home. I don't understand how this rescue can, dictate to us and tell us what to do and then, decide they're not going to take it.
If you're a rescue that won't take
Wait,
what
I'm
you're
a rescue
saying,
that
rescuing,
never says no to anybody. Whether it's a dog, a cat, a groundhog, a pigeon, I've taken in everything. And I'm only a fish rescue. If they're a dog rescue and they turn down a dog, what the fuck? I mean, Jesus Christ, you're a rescue. Fix and help that dog. He's going to be put to sleep. How can you be who you are, asking for money and help, and not help the dog? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, so a lot of rescues won't take an animal, dog, cat with a bite.
You know what? I feel that animal rescue shouldn't be an animal rescue. You know how many fish we've taken that has bite records?
Yeah.
They bit before.
But, also, at the same time, if you're a wildcat rescue, gorilla rescue, and it's got a bite history, you don't just kill them. You still.
If you're a gorilla rescue and you don't take a gorilla because he bit, what the hell were you thinking? They bite. Rescue the son of a bitch.
Right.
The fuck? I don't get it.
That is true.
Sue Ann says, human lives matter. This is true. But even Kathy said, she shouldn't have been in there messing with them. And she got a nip. And it shouldn't mean the death of this dog, which is coming really close because if the state gets involved, if the doctor calls it in, and I've got 24 hours before the cops show up here and they take the dog and then they charge me for euthanization. It didn't happen today. I don't know why they weren't here, because Kathy was in the hospital and, took the paperwork in for the dog. I don't know why they weren't here. All I know is the dog is not in quarantine with the state. He's in quarantine with us, to make sure nobody else gets hurt.
Dennis Ingalls.
Yeah, where's Caesar Milan when you need him?
Says the dogs are different. How many have you seen kill little kids? A kill is different than a bite, though. If it kills, yes, put it to sleep.
You know how many yapper dogs I've gotten bit by? Little chihuahuas come running up and bite you in the ankle. And bite you. They're mean little sons of bitches.
Yeah.
But you don't kill them. Maybe you shouldn't have been in their yard. Whatever. The point is, you don't kill them. Now, everything is pointing towards the death of this dog. If we don't find it a home before the police and the warden shows up here, because if they show up here, they're taking the dog and they are going to kill it and they're going to charge me for it. I don't know how much they charge, $1,000 or whatever, but they will charge me for the euthanization. if they'd have to take the dog because it had another bite. But you know, the trainer that was here says this is a great tempered dog, and you know, it's understanding click training. For 2 hours, he had this dog out about walking around the yard. You know, so I don't want to say it's my volunteer's fault that she was in the cage, but you know, the couple days beforehand, he was doing really good, and was, you know, both my volunteers were able to sit in there and pet him.
Kathy Murphy, everyone, says, thanks to Willstar, your GoFundMe is up and running. I just donated $900. Let's go, gang, and thanks, Will. You the man.
Oh my God!
Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. Oh my God, that's amazing.
I didn't.
No, it's already started.
I think Will posted the link to our
Go check it out and see.
he posted the link to our PayPal, so she might have sent a donation in PayPal. So you got to set that aside for the tank.
Right. That's my personal PayPal.
No, this is the OFR PayPal.
Oh, then we do have a PayPal for OFR that goes straight to the OFR account.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Kathy. That's amazing to you. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
So if we do this GoFundMe, you have to delete the old GoFundMe and start anew.
We can.
Just so there's not two out there.
But it's a link to the new one?
No, I just texted Will. He says he didn't do a GoFundMe. He posted the link to the PayPal, which I didn't even get to the Super Chat yet.
Okay.
But he posted the link to the PayPal, so I'm pretty sure she sent it to the PayPal.
Okay, that's good. That's through the 501c3, and it will show up in the...
And it takes 0% off the top.
They
and
do
the
not
same
take
thing
nothing off of it.
Same thing with the GoFundMe. They have a special thing for nonprofits for GoFundMe. They take 0%.
Yes, that's amazing. I can't believe you guys already started this.
That is insane.
You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. You know what? I've raised 3 boys, and I like you guys better. I'm kidding.
All right, guys. Since you are so demanding, we will go ahead and take the old...
Demanding?
They want us to start this GoFundMe right now. They said, do it, or you get the steaks.
Okay.
So we will go ahead and delete the old GoFundMe and put up the new one, new pictures, new everything.
Yes.
And we'll see where it takes us. And we're going to still do the raffle on top of it. We'll raffle off the tank.
We're going to do everything we can to raise money while the GoFundMe is up.
I might sell off the 750 gallon back there just to raise off. Gets us the tank. I mean, I bought.
Do you see
tank.
my pimp hand?
I bought the tank with my own cash, so I don't mind personally. But there's also a couple other tanks back there we might be able to smooch over and make it happen.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
I can't believe how the events of tonight have happened. Amazing.
And yes, Ashley Smith says we'll be doing the yard sale thingy too.
That's also, yes, we can use that too. That's coming up in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
All right, guys, I gotta tap out here. Do you want Skyler to come on? You want to stay on a bit?
Hey, Skyler! Call her like Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, you busted the wall. Skyler!
Vasquez family says Skyler has about 15 G's she can throw in. Jake. All right, guys. It has been a pleasure to hang out with you guys tonight. I got to go and feed the, animals back there and get home.
Thank you for hanging out, brother.
I'm still covered in paint, so I got to go and shower.
Paint?
I was painting that ceiling today in the whole living room and dining room over
There you
there.
go ahead. Sure.
I'm just trying to get past you. I don't want to walk in there with my boots. All right, guys. I will see you all next week.
If you're going in there, get Skyler.
I will.
Okay. Okay, Phoenix Rising says something I don't understand. 3 months, OBG. The poor guy has been shifted out of his comfort zone, just doing all he can to protect himself. He has no voice to say stop, you know. I don't understand that. I don't know what that was about, but, you know, it was read online. Ashley Smith says, I'm hurt, but got to get back to work, so y'all will have to miss my beautiful, crazy mouth for a while. We will miss you, Ashley. Let me see. All right. Hey, Skyler, you back there? Don't know where she's at. Oh. Oh. You want after hours? Come on, Skyler. Yes, Raheem. It would be very sad to put the dog to sleep, but you know he has bitten 2 people now, so and it wasn't a nice bite. It wasn't a little snip. Didn't scar a little bit of tissue. He put his fangs through her, in her hand right here, and then shook a little bit. So I mean, it's a pretty bad. She had to go to the hospital. Now, is it his fault that he's scared and he's locked up and he don't know nobody? I can't say. All I know is you can't let something like that loose. Like, okay, let's say, I can't find him at home. Let's let him loose. You can't do that. That dog will bite somebody. You know what I'm saying? A little girl will come up to him. Oh, look at the pretty puppy, and try and pet him, and then he'll bite her. You can't do this. So I mean, he's pretty much in control of his own destiny with the whole biting thing. Now, Kristen Peterson says, sounds like a good guard. Let me tell you this. We have a 12 by 12 turtle enclosure, and what we did was we took the dog and his little 3 by 2 cage and put it in there and opened up the door and closed the door to the enclosure. He can come out, run around. We have water and food bowls attached to the side of the cyclone fence that he can't knock over. So he can drink water, eat food, and he can go back in his cage. When we come in there, we use the 2x4 and close the door and hold it closed. We go over there and we latch the door, and then we change his food, do this and that. And then we go out and we unlatch the door, and I hold the 2x4 in there until the person goes all the way out, and then I pull the 2x4 up. We can get him in and out of his cage simply, but he needs to work with us and not try and be vicious. Lars Bremen says, what kind of dog is it? It's American Eskimo. He is like, the little yapper dogs, the Chihuahuas, want to come up and bite your ankles. He's exactly like that. But he's the size of a small Chihuahua or a small Chow Chow. He's not as big as a Chow, a little bit smaller, but he's all solid white, lots of fur, and pretty vicious sounding. Skyler is slacking. Get Jerry. Jerry wants nothing to do with the dog. And neither does Kathy. She got bit. Let me find out where Skyler's at. It's time to start the after evening, Come on, Skyler, where you at? There we go. If I could get a hold of Caesar Milan, it would be great for the dog and great exposure for the rescue. That would be great. See, now Christian Peterson says that dog sounds crazy. When he came in, he was in a cage, and we're lifting the cage, and he's like, "Arr, arr, arr," and he's trying to bite anybody that picks up the cage. When we put him inside the 12-foot cage and opened the door, he turned into another dog. He was just like all happy, running around, not even barking, not even growling, running around, shaking his tail. And then the girls, Kathy and Tracy, went in the door and sat there, and he came up and sat down next to him and let them pet him. And they pet him for, a half hour. Kathy reached a lasso around his neck, hold it up tight, and then, he jumped up. He was a little aggressive at first, and then realized, okay, we're opening the door, we're going out. Kathy walked him all around the whole backyard, and he was just like running from here to there to there, and he'd stop me and be like, "Come on, are you coming?" And he was wagging his tail. He's like all happy to be out and loose and having fun. The dog was great, and he's a beautiful looking dog. He looks like a solid white Eskimo dog. I mean, he's just amazing. And then, Kathy had him, walked all around the backyard for hours. She put him back in the cage. It was the next morning, Kathy went in there by herself and got bit. So, we don't know everything that happened. We don't know, Kathy's not a dog trainer. The dog trainer came here and worked with him for 2 hours, click training him, and did amazing work. She said, "This dog's amazing. He already understands click training. He sat, he laid, he did all this from click training in only 2 hours." So, I mean, the dog has potential. But the fact that he would bite anybody draws him back to not having potential, Let me see. He needs predictability, yes. Too many chances. Yeah, exactly. Phoenix Rises says, "I wish I lived closer because I'd have the dog issue settled for you." Look, the whole reason we took this dog in, because I'm not a dog rescue, they were putting him to sleep. And if I can save an animal from putting to sleep, I'm going to try, So the fact that they attacked us, what was it, American, what's the name of the dog? Alaskan Eskimo Rescue. I mean, that was horrible of them. They were horrible. They accused, Skyler of lying when we didn't even know that she got bit. Kathy went into the hospital and didn't tell us, and then comes back, and now it's on his record. So all of a sudden, these people from the Alaskan Eskimo Dog Rescue called us up, and they're like, he's got 2 bites on his record. You lied to us. And Skyler's like, "What are you talking about?" And it turned even worse after that. That I had to lash into them and tell them, you don't treat my people like this. You don't accuse them of lying. You don't this and that, blah blah blah. You have been offered this dog twice already and said no. Now the 3rd time you're saying no. You're not helping the situation. You're hurting the situation. So I'm not a dog rescue, and I'm trying to help. They're going to hurt themselves by the way they acted, period. All right. Let me see where Skyler is, if she's going to do the after hours with me. Otherwise, you people are just here listening to me babble. None of us want that, right? Heike says, isn't it potentially dangerous to adopt out a dog that have bitten before? No, there's many people that have worked with dogs that have bitten and turned them into perfectly great dogs. I'm not, someone called me and asked me, is he good with newborns and kids? Absolutely not. I'm not telling them to take the dog because for any reason, you know what I'm saying, you have kids. No, I would not recommend that, But somebody got a hold of us and said, I work with dogs that have bitten before, and I believe in them, and I think I can help. And they're the ones that are supposed to come over. Okay? So. OBG Foster says, tell us a story that ends with a scar or a ratio? What the hell? Big Bill is still hanging in there, Bob Taylor. Thank you very much. Phoenix Rising says she spent the whole last year catching, fixing, and releasing feral cats. That's up and above the, Jesus Christ. Them cats are feral. They spray. They're nasty. They're horrible. J78 says, Skyler's out looking for big decks. Yes, of course she is. Oh, my God. Yeah, Ashley Smith. People have no faith. That's crazy. So anyways, the dog, we thought he was doing great because the second day out of his cage, he was another dog. He ran around. He was so happy. He was on the trainer's leash, and he was running from everywhere, and he was going down in the pond getting some water, and he's coming running up here. He's looking back like, why ain't you coming up with me? Stick up with me. And he's running off, and he's having so much fun. I thought, there's the dog, and when he put him away, and the next morning, one of our volunteers, there was the two girls, one of them sat in there and she got bit. Well, she didn't want the dog to get in trouble, so she didn't tell us. Now it got put onto his record, so the Alaskan whatever rescue, they found out from the dog record that hit bit again and accused Skyler of lying, and Skyler's like, what are you talking about? So I mean, you catch more fly, be nice. Just be nice. If you'd have said something, we'd have went and checked it out and found out what happened. We'd have talked to you. But the way that you were coming at us and accusing us of lying, and Skyler, you got to tell the truth from now on, and blah blah blah. And then they said, we're not interested in the dog. Well, if you're not interested in the dog, what kind of rescue are you? We never turn down any fish or any other animal. We're taking in the dog that you won't take in. Great rescue you run there. Alaskan, what's he called? Alaskan, not husky. I don't know. Alaskan something rescue. Ashley Smith says, was there food involved when she got bit? I don't know. It's still hazy to me because she ain't talking to me. Depth charge says, but he's not doing great. This is true. Don't risk someone else getting hurt. I am not risking anybody. I did not ask nobody to go in that cage. Our volunteers went in there behind my back. Now, I was not out there, and I was not in charge. I cannot handle everything I'm not in charge of. You know what I'm saying? If people would listen to me around here and only do what I ask them to, then nobody would be bit. Trust that. Fish don't bite, J78. Yeah, talk to Josh about that. They bite hard. They leave blood. He's been bit by many fish. Ask Reaper. Reaper got stung by the stingrays. Yes, yes, Alaskan Eskimo Dog Rescue. That's the name of their place. Thank you. They said they're actually here. Let me read it to you. What they sent to me was, we're not interested in the dog no longer. He has a violent past. You only save good dogs. You don't save bad dogs. You don't save dogs that might bite or might not bite. You're not a rescue to me. I never turn down anything. I don't care if it's a fish. I mean, look, I got the dog that you turned down. I'm still here trying to find it a home, trying to find it a way and make it happy, make it non-aggressive so that somebody can have this dog. It's a beautiful dog. And I'm not a dog rescue. So Alaskan, Eskimo Dog Rescue, I think you suck, period. Ashley says, I'm more scared of cats than dogs. They got claws, man. I'll tell you what, once you got bit by a dog, you might change that a little bit. All I know is the dog was doing great. If it would have been left alone, I don't want to put the blame on my volunteer, but if it had been left alone and then we all went back out there and tried tackling it together, maybe she wouldn't have got bit. She went in there on her own without anybody around, and she ended up getting bit. It was not something I asked her to do, and now everybody's pointing to this dog to be put down. The problem is, I tried saving this dog from being put down because he bit the postman. Now, I find out that it has been with his owners he's 5 years old, and he's been with these elderly couple for 5 years, and now they got rid of all their animals. They can't handle it no more. One of them's going into the nursing home or whatever, and the other one can't handle the animals. So it ended up biting a post office person. Next thing you know, it's here. Now it ends up biting somebody here. I just, if the dog's scared, why push him? Let him be. I didn't ask my volunteer to go in there. I didn't ask her to keep going in there. We had him calm. We had him out of his muzzle. We had him settled in a 12 by 12 cage with his, trainer little cage in the corner that he would sit in. We had food and water, hooked to the side. Hey, what's up, Josh?
I'm just done with feeding the fish. I made an awesome little feeding video while I was out there.
Okay.
But I tried waking up Skyler. She ain't waking up for shit. But I just came in here. I remembered I forgot some super chats. So you might want to scroll up and get the super chats.
Get them while you're here.
I can't. It's on my phone, so it resets. So you got to scroll up on here.
Okay.
Woohoo! Bonus time!
Wait.
Go up.
Bob Taylor?
No, keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up.
Kevin?
Going up. Keep going up.
I didn't see any while I was talking.
No, it was before I left.
Okay.
I forgot him. Go up.
Will Star?
Go up. Go up.
J7? What is wrong with you? That's as far as I can go up.
You're on top chat. Go to all chat.
Okay.
Yep,
Live chat?
Yes.
Okay.
Now scroll up.
Bob Taylor. Who went higher with?
How the hell did that happen?
I don't know.
Your chat's been up this whole time.
Top chat goes up higher. No, he's still the highest.
Well, guys, if I missed your super chat, it's on me. I'm sorry. I screwed up. I didn't do it before.
How does Bob Taylor know that Skyler's asleep?
He's got this sixth sense. You know?
Sixth sense.
I know there was a Kevin Waldbaum up there. He chimed in. The chat literally reset on us, and it won't show us what you guys said.
Yeah, don't show me anything.
We just have Bob Taylor for $10 in case Skyler is asleep. But I know Will chimed in with two, a $20 and a $10. He posted the PayPal link, and there was a couple of others. You know, there was a $20 from Jay. I just remember off the top of my head because you just scrolled past it. There was a $20 from Jay about the super tank. And I know there was another one from Sue Ann. There was a few other in there. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry that I missed them. But I have to go. The fish are fed. They're good. Everything.
If you can see it, or log on. I'm still running it.
I'll see.
I'm trying.
All right.
Keep trying to wake Skyler up.
Hey guys.
Who's coming in the back door?
Kathy.
Kathy, open the door and yell for Skyler.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Bob. I'm trying to go. Okay, we got Kevin Waldbaum for $20. He said for Josh. Yes, the dog bit Kathy, but not Skyler. What's up, Skyler?
I was sleeping.
Yeah, well, After Hours is on.
After hours.
Do you want to be part of it?
I guess I had no choice in the
You got no choice.
Is my makeup all fucked up?
No, you look good.
I just woke up. I was like, what time is it? I was like, what's going on?
It's like time for you to do After Hours.
I was confused.
It must be nice to be able to sleep anytime you want.
I was confused. Okay. Did you read the
Raheem says, check the dog for rabies. No,
Bob
he
Taylor.
does not have rabies.
Bob Taylor, $10 just in case Skyler is asleep.
Oh, yeah, I've been screaming
What's
for
it?
you. I've
What?
been calling you. Yes.
For how long?
About 20 minutes.
Oh no. Why didn't somebody just come in and wake me up?
I sent Josh in there.
Josh
That did
came
not
in?
work, yes.
He tried.
He tried waking you up, yelling for you. And then Kathy came in the back door as Josh was leaving. And I'm like, Kathy, can you try and wake Skyler up? And you woke up.
Well, I must have woken up like right after Josh was in there because I woke up really confused. I'm getting a snack.
Heike says, isn't it potentially dangerous to adopt a dog that have bitten before? Yes, you don't adopt a dog out and say, oh, he's great with children. He's good with newborns. He's great family dog. You don't do that. You tell them what he bit the postman. He's been alone for 5 years with his parents, and they were the adults and they never bit him, or he never bit them. This dog just needs time and effort from somebody, and he can be somebody's great protector. Trust me. He's in the backyard and he's quiet, and people came into our yard from across the river, and he's growling and letting us know, and we had to go over there and tell them, you can't. They showed up here with a net trying to say, we were just walking through. No, you weren't. You showed up with a net. You were trying to catch the fish.
There's a difference between a genuinely aggressive dog and a dog that's just scared, anxious and all that. He's scared, he's anxious, he's never been away from his family, he wasn't properly socialized. I think there's a huge difference between his aggression, with that stuff, and between an actually,
Right.
dangerous dog.
And now
he's not dangerous.
The trainer comes over, I let him go in with the dog, right?
Yeah.
You say something, I tell you, look, I can hold the dog cage closed. You can fill the water and the food bowl, right? I'm in charge, and I'm not letting you get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I was not in charge when Kathy walked in there. She did this on her own.
And yesterday I went out there by myself. I went out there alone. And
You should
No,
not.
Kathy and Jerry were out there.
That don't matter.
Still, no, he had the muzzle on. He still had the muzzle on. I walked in. I gave him his food, water, whatever. He didn't growl at me once. He only growled at me when I went to go put the slip leash on him. That was the only time. I walked out just fine. He didn't try to lunge at me. He didn't try to do anything bad. He was being perfect.
Bob Taylor says, is Big Bill still hanging in? Yes. He's swimming around, doing fine.
Ashley Smith said, how the fuck you already go to sleep? He was just there like 45 minutes ago.
This girl can sleep at any time.
Rich
Kevin
says I have
Waldman says
narcolepsy.
$20. Says Josh. Skyler's been bit by Brutus, TJ, and her cat. Gave her pink eye, and now the dog. Maybe she's the problem.
The dog never bit me. I've been fine with the dog.
The dog hasn't bit you yet?
No.
Well, it's a matter of time.
I'm used to it. Rich, have you bit me?
I never bit you.
I don't feel like you might.
I might. You
You're
keep
like
pissing
a-
me off when I'm upset.
You look like a Rottweiler.
Oh my God! There's something wrong with you,
You
girl.
look like a Rottweiler. Ashley Smith also says, Jesus, you get crap for saving the dog, but if you had, you get crap for not helping. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's the hardest problem that we've been dealing with, is that we've been getting shit.
No,
for-
that's the biggest problem I'm dealing with. Having the Eskimo rescue give us
yeah.
crap and yell and call you a
And then
liar.
there's that other rescue too. There's been a bunch of rescues that found out that he came to us, and now all of a sudden they want to help, when in the first place
But they're not helping,
No, they didn't help out when they reached out to them in the first place multiple times.
right? Then they come to us, and now we ask them for help, and they're like, no, he's too aggressive. If I would pick and choose the fish I rescued,
You don't
I
get
don't-
to pick and choose.
no, I take in
rescue.
everything.
It's a rescue.
I take in everything. I don't pick and choose. I'm not, hey, I want the good dogs. I don't want the bad dogs.
Even the
I'm
ladies,
not,
the ladies that surrendered the dog and gave him to us were like, we're so glad we picked out this rescue, because it seems like all other rescues are just pretty much phonies. And I can see that too with dog rescues.
And I'm trying my best. I've never said, I won't take that fish. He's too mean.
How many?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How many?
I've never said, okay, I can take your fish, but I can't take your, canary. I will take the canary too. I will take their whatever. We've taken turtles, we've taken groundhogs, we've taken
Why is
baby
there-
deers. We've taken so many different pets, and found them homes. We found them better homes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These other pet rescues do not do that.
How many rescues did I contact yesterday? I
Like
contacted
40.
literally almost every single one in the state of Ohio. I contacted, so they can all screw off. Kevin Waldbaum, $5 said, "No, Rich looks like an English bulldog."
Do I really? Oh, punk
Oh,
face.
don't do that! Don't do that!
That's what I look like. That's how English bulldogs are. They got that underbite.
Oh my God.
You don't like that?
J78 said, "Time to bite Skyler." Raheem said, "Where are the tortoises?" So they have an indoor enclosure and they also have an outdoor enclosure. That's one of the big issues.
The tortoises are still in the indoor enclosure.
Yeah, tortoises are fine. They're getting fed. I just fed them earlier.
Rich is more like a mastiff. That's right.
The big deck is out. J78 said, "Tell Skyler the big
Yeah,
deck is
Ashley
out."
says, heck, you guys even taken things you've had to pay to be allowed to keep. Yes, we have. And we ended up finding everything homes, though. You know what I'm saying? Better, we give everything a better home. We're not going to take this dog and then be like, Shh. I don't know. I'm still trying to save it. Yeah, check. She just coughed, so it should go away. It should stop. See, I told you it'd stop. She was coughing.
Well, I'm trained. I'm beep trained. What's it called when a human's beep trained? You know how dogs are like clicker trained? I'm like beep trained. Skyler is a border collie. What the fuck? Bobby G. Foster. Elaborate.
Mr. Skip and Doa says Skyler can raise money by charging to bite all the thirsty guys in the chat. Oh my god.
Skyler is like a schnauzer. What the hell? What would Josh be? I feel like he'd be like not a Doberman, but what's similar to a Doberman?
I don't know, but why does Dubai say Big Rich is more of a Bouvier dog?
What's that even mean? Bouvier dog. Let's look this up.
OFR does rock, says Bambi McCluskey. Love you, Bambi. You're the greatest.
When are you coming over?
No, last time I seen her,
You're
you
hurting
threw
me.
her rocks to her cookies to the ground.
We all ate them though, anyways.
You threw them to the ground first.
I didn't accidentally. You motherfucker. And
You're
that's
like,
what
hey,
you are.
nice to meet you,
look,
but I'm throwing your cookies to the ground.
You're a floofy herding dog. That's what they called you. A floofy herding dog.
Oh.
And
Oh.
I saved the cookies.
No.
And no, this
You
is
didn't
actually,
save the cookies.
Well, you know what happened?
You threw them down.
No, I did not mean
And
to
then-
accidentally. Motherfucker! Accidentally.
There was no accident about that.
And then we fed them
She
to
handed them to you and you
No,
said,
no.
oh,
Let
shit.
me finish. And then we didn't tell everybody that they were dropped. We fed
Oh, we did.
we
All
fed
of our
the-
people, they ate them like...
We fed all the dropped ones to them first. Then we told them.
We did do that. Everybody loved them. They were great.
And then I was like, by the way, those were dropped on the ground.
Them were the cement cookies.
So that's what happened. Here, let me pull up the OFR again on my phone. I had
Oh,
to
that
look
was
up
funny.
What your breed is. You're a Bouvier dog. Bouvier or Bouvier?
Whatever.
You do look like that. Doesn't your mullet kind of look like that? You know, with the gray in it and everything?
Man, do you want to meet my pimp hand? What is wrong with you?
I got woken up, goddammit! Apparently Josh was in there while I was sleeping.
He was yelling for you. Yeah, trying.
He went in the room while I was asleep.
Did you do this one?
No, Josh is a greyhound. That's it. That's a
That's
good
from
one.
Kevin Walkbaum.
Greyhounds
Thank you
are
for
kinda
$5 for him.
assholes. No, I was just pulling up my phone back up.
Did you get this one? Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah, I got the rest of them.
Oh.
Mr. Skippa de Doodah says Skyler anything but a dog. She swears like a sailor but not a dog.
I swear to God, she is a sailor.
Hey, I was so good earlier on in this. I didn't swear once when Josh wasn't on and I was covering for Josh. I was behaved.
Okay.
Now I'm loose. I got woken up. If you want Skyler, you're getting fucking Skyler. That's all I can tell you.
Don't wake Skyler up unless you want Skyler. Okay, this says a lot. Yeltsin Salazar Bazan says it's great that you're willing to rescue any animal comes to you. Okay, forget that. The dog just needs to liberate all energy, and this is true. Okay, he is dead on with this.
He's been getting.
I know this dog. Remember, I tried hooking him up to a 300-foot run. Strongsville will not let you have a dog run. Now, my idea was
exactly what he needs too.
that's exactly what he needs. Put this dog on this dog run, 300 foot, and then you have a roller with a 20-foot extension, and he's on it. He can run the 300 foot and 40 foot back and forth. He can run out, do whatever, chase the deer, do whatever, and just expend his energy. And then he's just a docile dog. You know.
Yeah, he was. He was actually,
You know.
when I went to go give him water and food today, he was actually really, really well behaved. I think he's starting to calm down, mellow out. You know, he's more aware of his surroundings. So he is doing
OBG
better.
Foster says if Skyler isn't cursing, that means she's tired.
Fuck off.
Stop swearing.
Okay, you wanted me out here. You get Skyler.
We can pay for this new tank just by having Skyler swear.
You guys are the ones that woke me up. I just received 2 calls from you. So
You didn't answer either one of them.
I was sleeping.
Oh my goodness.
Why didn't you just wake me up? You shake me.
I'm
your
here
voice is loud.
handling, things. I can't leave and go wake you up.
Well, Josh did apparently.
You didn't wake up with Josh. You
How
woke
long
up with
was he-
Kathy.
How long was he in there for? No, I woke up like right after, right before Kathy came in. So was that right after Josh?
Yeah.
Josh probably.
Josh
woke me
gave up and left.
How long was he in there for?
Like 20 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He was
Well,
in there.
15 to 20 minutes because we're yelling at him to go in there and wake you up. And blah, blah, blah. So
Here, call
maybe
Josh right now.
maybe
See how-
5 minutes he was in there.
Call him right now.
He
My
was
face is not-
shaking you because he came out here and
He
said,
was shaking me.
he said, I was shaking her and she wouldn't wake up. I swear she was dead, Dad. That's what he said. You were asleep.
I was in one of those sleep modes.
Yeah,
So Josh got to experience it firsthand.
yeah.
He got to experience dead Skyler.
Ah,
Yeah, guys. For everybody who doesn't know, sometimes I die when I sleep, and there's no waking me up. The nurses have actually had to like check my heart rate and blood
Yeah.
pressure and shit.
yeah, they
I
did.
thought I was dead. Oh, that was a good nap, though. Oh, really good. I passed the hell out.
Okay, aggressive fish lover says, Rich, tell them about the time with the things by that place with those guys doing that thing.
What?
What the fuck? I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
This sounds like the intro to a porno.
Something. Tell them about the time with the things by that place with those guys doing that thing.
Sorry, we haven't seen that porno.
Aggressive fish lovers? I don't know what you speak of. I'm sorry.
Is there a nice comment for me? I think Bob Taylor, Skyler, thank you for gracing the Fishy family with your presence. Oh, you're welcome, Bob Taylor. Anything for you, buddy.
Okay. Shirlene says the dog just needs time. All it's known is its owners,
Yeah.
and it's afraid and confused. This is true.
Yeah.
And the only way it can communicate this is
by
by
growling, etc. There are always signs that a dog is going to bite. That is true. He's actually a very good dog, and you are entirely right with that. I think once some time passes, that's what I've been telling everybody. I give them his bite history, and I tell him he's going to be a good dog. You know, he just needs time. He needs to.
Kevin
warm up
Walburn
people.
says, Skyler, is your face swollen?
No, I'm just fat.
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm not even that fat. I'm going down. Oh, God damn it.
She says, no, I'm just fat. Oh my God.
You guys woke me up. You woke up the fucking demon. You woke up
Skyler, your
Satan's
curls
spawn.
are on point.
I showered for once.
Mr. Skippy Doo says, I like naughty swear words, Skyler.
This has just got woken up apparently for about fucking 20 minutes by Josh Skyler.
What the hell? Why would you say you're fat?
I don't know. I said my face is swollen, so I say I'm just fucking fat.
Oh my God.
You pulled me in for after hours. You get Skyler after hours. Bob Taylor, Skyler Labradoodle. I think I just quickly threw that off the shelves. I'm not a fucking Labrador or Labradoodle, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it.
You're just fat.
I'm a fatadoodle.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
This is what you get when you wake up me.
Holy shit.
Sorry, guys. Full send, full throttle. That's goddamn straight. Thank
Oh,
you,
shit.
J78.
Rich is in for it. I didn't say shit, Suan. I didn't say nothing.
He
I'm not
has
in
to
for
put up
nothing.
with me. Rich has to put up with my ass.
Raheem says she is a little chubby.
She's chubby. I'm not chubby. I'm wearing a size small right now. You guys can fuck off. Everybody can fuck off. Julian's off duty now. Raheem's laughing his ass off. Everybody else can fuck off. No, instead of a chupacabra, Jason Dean said I'm a chubby cabra.
Holy shit!
Wait, hold on.
Holy
What's this
shit! This is too great.
Wait, what did Shannon Johnson say? I pull up YouTube again.
Oh my god.
Shannon Johnson
Wait.
says
Bambi says.
No, hold on a second.
She
Just
says,
got
Raheem,
cheeks to
she isn't. Trust me. She's just tiny compared to me. She
Oh
just
my
has
God.
cheekies.
Okay. Well, you want to know what Shannon Johnson said?
What?
Just got cheeks to store nuts for the winter.
This is the greatest night ever.
Aggressive fish lover. Skyler like this boat. Skyler say toy boat 5 times really
Wait,
fast. Toy
Kevin
boat,
Waldbaum says
toy boat,
50
toy
bucks.
Boat, toy boat.
Says, Skyler, you're a puggle. Laughing my ass
$50?
off.
Calling me a fucking puggle? Thank you for the $50, but also fuck you.
You're the greatest.
Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, it's just KJ said Skyler is fucking hot. Thank you, KJ. Somebody likes me. Jesus Christ. Shireen says, Skyler, I love how straight talking you are. You remind me of a younger me. Aw. See, look,
Oh my
another
God.
nice comment.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's
Raheem
nice.
says funniest chat ever.
That one comment really wins.
Wait.
Just got cheeks to store nuts for the winter. Ask Joey.
God.
Joey always...
Okay, make sense of this. I get bit by a rattlesnake and get flight, and the snake don't get put down, but a dog rips someone's
And they
open,
think it's the end
and
of the
they
world.
think it's the end of the world. Yeah, I don't understand.
That's pretty much what it's like.
Bambi McCluskey says, I wish I could store food in my mouth for the winter and summer.
I wish I could store nuts in my mouth.
You son of a bitch.
I want to store nuts in my mouth.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a whole new, whoa. Oh my god.
You wanted me out here. You guys woke me up. I told you, you unleash the beast.
Wait. Shannon Johnson says, hey, I didn't say I didn't like you. I appreciate a woman who can store up some food for the hard times.
Store some nuts for hard times. Doopy said nut collector. Goddamn straight. Labradoodles are awesome. What am I? I'm not a
That's Gwen's
Labradoodle.
family says, good thing you're getting a bigger boat.
We got the big boats, goddamn
Because
it.
you're pretty big.
Oh my god! I'm done with this. It's just KG says you can store mine anytime, Skyler.
Who says that?
It's just KG.
Oh, man.
Big decks and nuts.
Holy shit.
What the fuck? Choke it up, Rich. Yeah, Rich, stop acting like you're fucking dying. Let the people know you're alive. What the
I'm
hell?
fucking dying over here. You put yourself in this, and now I'm laughing at what you got out of it.
Why? Because I was like, everybody comments on my fucking chubby cheeks and shit. I said I'm just fat. I'm on
No,
my
you look
period.
like an alien invasion.
I'm
Okay?
on my period.
They
I
come
get
down,
swollen.
they want to suck us up and probe us. This is you.
They're gonna probe me.
When I show them a drawing of the alien, it's you. That's what
Oh
big,
my God.
chubby face with big eyes.
LBG Foster says, Rich admits to getting weight. No big deal, but Skyler. Hey, I admit it. I gain weight every time I get my period. I'm fine with it. I'm happy,
Oh my
actually.
god.
We make fun of me all the time for it. Because once a month, I always gain a bunch of extra weight, and I don't hear the end of it. That's why I'm acting like this, and I just woke up. Is that not true, Rich?
Whatever. I'm just saying.
Once a month.
Would you like a hamburger?
No, thank you.
Okay. Would you like a piece of cheesecake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there cheesecake out there?
You'll say no to a hamburger, but yes to a
I
cheesecake.
can't eat meat, you fucker.
And then you find out there's no cheesecake and you smack me.
No, there is.
There is?
Yeah.
There's no cheesecake.
Give me 1 second.
J78 says, you look like you swallowed an alien invasion.
And somebody asked if I put my hair up.
Steven Bissonette says, I love Skyler's chubby cheeks.
Oh my god.
Baby says, they're going to probe me. Will forever be yours, Skyler. In my mind, anyway.
I have cheesecake.
Girl got
Look.
enough room for nuts, pine cones, and logs for fire. I'm down.
I'm gonna gain weight and lose it, and then just gain it. That is pretty true.
You guys are killing me.
Oh my god. Look, look, cheesecake. What's this called?
That was
Cheesecake?
from 3 days ago. You saved your cheesecake?
Yeah. It
Who
was
bought
good.
you that?
You?
Right.
Why are you trying to make me fat?
No, I'm not. I was upset and fucking you were mad
I
at me.
pissed you off, and
Yeah,
then you
so
bought
I
me
bought you
this.
cheesecake and you weren't pissed at me no more.
So that's how it works.
Right.
buy me
That
cheese-
cost me $1.29
You bought
and
me
you were no
fries,
longer
too.
mad at me.
You bought me fries too.
Okay, another $1. $3 and you weren't mad at me no more. I didn't have to hear shit.
This is true. No, it tastes good frozen.
Ugh. Oh my god.
Do you want me to get a spoon?
You guys are killing me. Ah. Okay.
Sweet.
Suan says, I like cheesecake.
Yeah, it's cheesecake. What'd you get me? It's strawberry cheesecake, like shake thing. It's really good.
Mrs. Skipping to Donut says, wow, are we watching her get bigger in real time? Are your cheeks getting wider at this moment as we speak?
Call Joey. Ask him about. He always mentions my chubby cheeks.
Fingofin says, Skyler equals the best looking dog out there.
So I'm the best looking bitch there is.
Fish lovers, how do you get rich into a bathing suit? Take the F out of way? That don't make sense.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Oh.
I think that's what they meant. Somebody said money well spent for the money for you to your
Depth
shut the
charge
fuck up,
says-
Skyler.
Did you get
It a Giant Eagle? No, it was from where was it from?
got it at Giant Eagle?
Rallies.
No, Giant Eagle.
No, this is from Rallies.
No, it was Giant Eagle. True.
No, because I got the curly fries too.
I wouldn't want to, ruin your digestive tract. Well, you
Yeah, I'm not
eat
supposed
everything
to.
in sight.
I'm not supposed to eat anything with milk in it.
Oh my god. What a great Friday night.
As Josh shook me, I still can't get over that. Can we get it on the video?
We can back up the video and show. He grabbed your feet and shook you on the bed, and you would not wake up. You were moving like a foot in each direction, and you did not wake up. He came out and says, I can't wake her up.
But did you laugh?
Yeah, I laughed.
Were you surprised?
No.
So I hit one of those modes then. I
I've
just hit the
seen
mode.
you be dead on the bed.
I was dead in bed.
Dead in the bed.
I was wondering why I woke up so confused. I was like, what time is it?
there was times I'm like, Skyler, go to your room. And you're like, no, I'm petting the cat. I'm like, no, you're not. You're laying on my side of the bed. Get up and go to your room. And I'm standing up. And I'm trying to get you out of my room. And you're like, I'm fine. Leave me alone. And I'm like, Skyler. And I had to grab your feet and pull you towards the edge of the bed before you finally woke up enough to see. And then you got mad at me. And you started yelling at me. And I'm like, just let me lay down in my room. That's all I want.
Kevin Waldbaum said Skylark, not Skyler. Skylark, I fucking love you.
There you go. You got a
KJ
fan.
says you could storm mine anytime, Skyler. J78, big dicks and nuts. I think I'm a little bit behind here. Hayden G says you look great, Skyler. Wait, so there was one really funny one. I have to find it. Steven said he loves my chubby cheeks. Ambi said
I
they're
still
gonna
like
probe me. I
Mr.
will forever
Skippin'
be yours,
Doa
Skyler.
says
in my
we are
mind
watching
anyways.
you get bigger in
Bambi,
real time.
Bambi, you are mine. Don't you worry, you are mine, Bambi. JC said it's a shame about the dog situation. The bird you got broke skin a couple times and putting it to sleep is never in the equation. No, we don't do that shit. Where's the really funny comment?
Oh yeah, last time Kevin Waldman says, last time I was here, I challenged Rich to eat a jar of peanut butter. Did that ever happen? Yes, we tried the peanut butter and the cheese balls recipe at the same time. So I ate the whole jar of peanut butter. It was a small jar, and I was, and then Josh brings out cheese balls and says you can't eat more than 10 of these at a time. And I put them in my mouth, and I was stuck. I had no liquid for these cheese fucking balls. It was horrible.
Daniel Tracy Ann says she looks skinny, chipmunk cheeks. That's probably the most accurate. I do have chipmunk cheeks, don't I? Here, wait, give my cheeks, my cheeks, give my cheeks a pinch.
God, look so cute. They're huge. You can store half a summer's worth of sausage in there. Summer sausage, you know. I'm just saying. I'd like to store some summer sausage in your mouth.
You're gonna like. You want to store some sausage in my mouth?
I'm kidding. Don't beat me. I'm kidding.
James Carlson, instead of Jabba the Hutt, it's Skylo the Hutt.
Right.
That one was funny. I'm gonna call Josh. I want to actually know how long he tried to wake me up for.
No.
Did he leave?
How much Vegemite did Rich eat? I had buttery toast with Vegemite on it, and I ate that side of the toast. I did not eat dry Vegemite. It was horrible.
This is good.
Oh my God.
Remember the cheese balls that Skylar eating bugs? Yeah, if you guys send in more shit, I'll eat it. I really don't care. I got no conniptions.
Dude,
I'll eat anything.
Plain and simple.
A woman will put anything
She
in their
will
mouth.
prove that women will put anything in their mouth.
Is that true? We'll find out if you guys send me shit.
The depth chart says, yes, Skylar will put anything in her mouth.
Cat AGVK says, hello, Big Rich. Hello, Skylar.
Well, hi.
Hello. I can't, sorry, the camera is like right in the middle of this TV, so sometimes we gotta bend a little bit to see it.
Did Big Bill pass? Clear Lake OF says, no, he did not. He's still swimming around, doing good. He's just lighter than all the rest. We know that his time is near. It's a matter of time. ZM Box says, I haven't watched in a while. How's Tracy doing? Go back after this live stream and watch the beginning. It's always at the beginning of every live stream, the Tracy update. Pink Cat Online says, what are you eating, Skylar? Bugs?
What is it? Cheesecake?
Cheesecake.
Milkshake? Cheesecake milkshake. strawberry.
J78 says, I will send the pizza guy.
Yeah, send the pizza guy.
Are you
over.
ready to
I'll give him
eat?
Another tour.
Are you ready to eat?
Eat what?
Pizza.
Well, we're sending the pizza guy over.
Right.
Remember the joke?
He's
with the
not
pizza guy?
sending you sexual partners. What the hell? What is wrong with you? What the hell? Jesus Christ, Skyler.
I got woken up out of a deep sleep. This is the Skyler you get.
Holy shit.
Why are you acting surprised that you wake up Skyler and then you get a crazy Skyler?
Because, holy shit.
You know
What
me,
the
Rich.
hell?
How long have I lived here for? OBG Foster says the pizza guy wants to come.
Of course he does.
What is wrong with you, Rich?
I'm repeating what she said.
Yeah, but
That's
you had
all.
a different thought in your head.
No, I'm her
You
thought.
said, of course he does. Not even any hesitation. You said, of course the pizza guy wants to come.
Look, we're a great, you know,
Family-friendly.
show here.
The pizza guy just wants has
You
to
are
come.
what is wrong with America today?
I'm what's wrong with America today?
Yes.
I can't say that. That'll piss off people. What else I say? Hey, I know. I'll tell you later. You were Sebastian. After dark got really dark. Well, that's what happens when you wake up sleeping Skylar. She wanted but Big Papa, but got Little Caesar. She was sad.
Sue Ann says, Gecko, I got from you guys. I bought fucking cockroaches. Know what that means?
Shannon Johnson, she wanted Big Papa John's, but got Little Caesar. She was sad. Maybe she's talking about Josh. Maybe Josh is Little Caesars.
No.
Maybe you're Big Papa.
No.
Big
No.
Papa
I'm
John's.
not nothing to do with your sexual prowess. All right. You get what you get, and you order the pizza you want. That's all there's to
OBG
it.
Foster says the pizza guy got entertained, Skylar. OBG, how come you're so sweet, and then you always gotta entertain all these fucked up conversations we're
Oh
having?
my god. OBG is the shit.
OBG always entertains the fucked up conversations. I love it. That was funny. That's a good comment. Love you, OBG. Thank you for the ukulele again. You have to come over. I still haven't met you in person.
Bambi says Sebastian should be here for this.
Yeah, where's my boy, Sebastian?
He loves you, don't he?
Yeah, he's nice. He's my
no,
friend.
he's forever offering his services and loves
He lives
you.
in another country. He loves me. I message him back. What? He loves
He
me.
loves you.
I love him. He shows the OFR support. You know, he's a good guy.
So when he says he loves you, you tell him I love you back?
I say, I love you so much, honey. I'm kidding. I don't say that. I say, thank you, Sebastian. We love you from OFR.
Shannon Johnson says she wanted Big Papa, got Little John's, though.
Bambi said he's on holiday.
You mad because you got Little John's and not Big Papa?
I don't have anything right now. I need to get drunk. Okay, you know what? You know what my problem is? I'm sober right now. Okay,
Sober
I-
Skyler sucks.
I am fucking sober. I was just woken up. Apparently, it took about 30 minutes to wake me up. I didn't know that until
You
now.
got woke up by my son. He's pulling your legs and jerking you into bed.
Yeah, that's weird.
He did not wake. He
Call
did not.
Josh right now.
He did not wake you up. He come out
No.
here and said, "Dad, I cannot wake her up."
Well, I woke up definitely immediately after because as soon as Kathy walked in, I woke up. I was like, oh, it's 8 o'clock.
Oh,
Well,
he
I
went
should,
out and got Kathy and told her he has to leave. You gotta go in and wake her up because I needed you for extra
Call
hours.
him. Ask him how long he actually spent in there. I'm curious now.
15 minutes.
So that's how I woke up.
Yeah,
By your son pulling on me.
yeah,
That's weird.
and you not putting it out. 15 minutes. That's it.
Sebastian wants to be your pizza guy.
Yeah, he does.
Bambi said these dirty jokes tonight, loving all the giggles. Yeah, tonight's something else. This is just what you fucking get. apparently Josh came into the room and tried waking me up for 15, 20 minutes. Then I got a bunch of strangers coming in my room trying to fucking wake me up. And then I wake up sober because I haven't been really drinking. I was only drinking on the live stream a little bit. And so...
You come out here to this.
you get just totally uncensored, Skyler. Where's the swear jar? That's going in the trash right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, one of our, the people that had the dog is saying this live is so entertaining. I do appreciate you guys talking about Buddy and exposing and his behavior and the behavior of these rescues.
You know what? Buddy is misunderstood. Yes, he has bitten people. He don't bite hard. He don't, this and that. He left a little, cut on the skin. But
he bites out of fear. And
it's fear. And, I can say this because... a lot of people want to say, oh, no, this dog is worth saving because, he only bites out of fear. But no, this dog seriously sits in his cage and he's fine. I don't understand why he bit Kathy because Kathy sat in his 12 by 12 cage. He came out of his cage, sat next to her, and was being petted by her. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he bit her.
He's been better every single day he's been here,
I just know that the dog has potential.
He just needs patience.
And he needs more patience and understanding. I get that. But he has bit somebody for no apparent reason. You know what I'm saying?
And so we're going to be upfront about that because we want to find him a home and we want to find him a forever home. We don't want to find him a home and we're afterwards. That's when they find out he bit somebody, We want him to go to a place where they take him in knowing that he
deserves a home.
Yeah.
Is he a little mean? Yes. We need to correct him of that, indiscretion. But is he an asshole? No.
He's a sweet dog at heart. He's just scared. You can tell too. He gives warning signs beforehand. It's not like he just comes at you out of nowhere. Like he'll growl beforehand and you just back up a little bit. He's fine.
I've learned from living with you that I warn you and you still keep coming. You don't stop. I'm like, Skyler, stop. You're like, I was just talking about this. I'm like, can you please stop? I don't want to hear about it. But I'm just saying. And I'm like, Skyler, stop.
The daughter of the previous owner of Buddy just commented back. I said, yeah, just wait. I'm getting hammered during this live stream. And then she said, and then
poor Skyler.
She said, my husband and I are watching, and we were cheering on Rich so hard because apparently he went off on the other dog people.
Oh, I was so mad at them. Yeah.
Dude, we've all gone off on them. If you're a rescue, if you're a true rescue, you want the animals to live. You're willing to take in any animal for any reason. You're willing,
forget your own life. You're willing to do whatever it takes to help this animal proceed in life. You don't want this animal to die. And that's where he was. We got him. He was going to be put to sleep, or we work with him. So we're working with him. Now, one of our people got bit a couple days later. He worked out tremendously the first 2 days, though. He did a great job.
We still have the trainer that's planning on coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we have a trainer coming on by, and if you're a true rescue, unlike all these fake rescues that they have going on,
you rescue anything, not
anything.
Just I'll pick and choose what I want to rescue.
I told you exactly what happened. I was like, the dog's bit a couple people. The daughters can't take care of him because I think one of them has a kid, and one of them has another dog, and they just don't want to chance that. He needs to be with somebody who doesn't have kids or dogs.
Right.
And so that's why the kids haven't been able to.
Well, he came from a family that was...
Yeah, they love the hell out of him.
Her and her husband, and just the dog. And they weren't socialized. They're older, elderly people, and the dog wasn't socialized. Never bit them.
No, he was perfect with them.
Did bite the... Mailman.
And the neighbor.
Now, we get him here, and he shows very good signs of going.
There's hope. There's hope.
And he went ahead and he was hanging out with you guys. He was petting. You guys were petting him, and he was playing and laughing and wagging his tail and hanging all over the backyard. And the second day he bites someone.
But honestly, the first day we thought there was no hope for this dog. We thought there was no chance in hell.
When we got the dog here, we thought there was no hope. Vicious as vicious can be in the cage.
The second day,
the second day we got him We put him into our turtle enclosure, which is 12 by 12.
Totally different dog.
And we opened up the cage and let him out. Completely different dog, you know. In his cage, he was vicious, you know.
So where there's hope, and we're not giving up on the dog. We're not gonna
No.
give up until we absolutely.
I'm not a dog rescue. I'm a fish rescue. But we're trying to save any form of life. And this dog, if he can only be taught to stop being bitey, and he will get great rewards in life. If he can be taught this, he can live a great life and give somebody a great dog. You know what I'm saying? He's scared to shit. You know, he don't know what's going on. He just got removed from the only parents he ever knew, and now he's in a cage, and now people walk in that cage and he's scared to death. He don't know what's going on. You know, you can see all that, but I don't want the city coming in and saying he has to be put down, blah blah blah. You know, it's horrible. It's a horrible situation. We're trying our best to find him a home. We're trying our best to work with him. She's got trainers coming. We had a trainer come once. He did great
The
to
actual
click training.
trainer is coming. Yeah, actually,
And they're coming back Sunday.
They messaged me again today and said that he responds really well to click training. And I don't know if he knew I could do this, but
Did you just hit me?
I
Anyone can
click
do
with
that.
Do it. But
Anyone can do that. You're not special, baby.
I'm special. Fuck
You
off.
are not. Fuck off. She says I'm special. Fuck off. Anyone can click train.
But
We need Caesar Milan to come here.
Oh yeah, that's what Kathy said too. We have to. Can we do it from your Instagram account? Message him.
Sure.
Here, where's your phone at? It's right there.
Message him.
I'll make you a drink too.
Don't need it.
You don't need it. You good?
Message him. That's what I need. Yes, Sue-Ann, the dog has now bit 3 people.
But Sue-Ann, that's not the thing. The thing is, he never bit the owner, so there's hope. I mean, with the right
The
people
problem
and
is
guidance.
with all this moving him, he has bitten, you know, people, and you know he's scared. He don't know what's going on. He don't know what's happening, and he was never socialized in his life with the original owners. So you know, it's not his fault.
We're doing everything we can.
Yeah.
Let me look.
We're
up,
trying
let me
to do
figure out his. Where the hell's your? Let's go into search history. Oh, what do we have here?
What?
I was joking around. I said, let's go into your search history. I said, what do we have here?
You search for Caesar Milan,
Yeah, no, I'm doing that now. Caesar.
or was it porn? There you go.
Caesar's Way.
Oh, that's another thing. When we brought the dog here and then we put it up into OFR, everyone was like, you better charge a rehoming fee. We're like, why? We don't need money. We want to find him a good home. They're like, oh, well, everyone will come in with a, you know, I want to train the dog for fighting. I want to do this with them. I want to do that with them. And they're going to fight the dog. You know what? You can tell when the customers come to pick up dogs.
How do I get this down?
You can tell, you know, they either care about them or they don't, you know. So we don't want to charge a fee. We want anyone that cares to be able to afford him and come get him, you know. Did you get a hold of Caesar?
I'm messaging him right now. Do you have
What'd
his
he
phone
say?
number in your contacts?
216?
No, in your contacts. Do you have his phone number?
No. I mean, I might. I don't know.
I'm messaging him right now. It takes time to send a message. I'm not used to Android.
Hurry up.
You hurry up.
You hurry up.
You hurry up.
I'm going to spill your cheesecake on the floor.
No, you better not, or I'll smack your ass.
Actions from a true fat girl. Ouch, 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 ouch. You better not or I'll smack your ass.
Why'd you buy me the cheesecake in the first place?
Because fat girls love cheesecake. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look in the mirror and look at your cheeks. I gotta buy you cheesecake.
Somebody said click training is an actual clicker. Yes, obviously I know that. Obviously I know that. I was just saying I could do it without because we don't have one right now. But the trainers were using one.
Are you done smacking me around?
No.
No?
Hell to the no.
Yeah, Bambi. Bait dogs are a big issue, but you know what? We're not going to give anybody this dog that's, bitey and, mean unless they show us certain credentials, and show us how much they care and that kind of stuff. So these people saying, you better charge a fee, rehoming fee for them so the bite family don't, I don't need all that. I can read people. I had one guy show up here and he wanted a bunch of paku, and I wouldn't give it to him. And I've later found out this is from his childhood. This is where these fish were his favorite fish to eat, and he wanted to take our paku, take them home, and then fillet them up. I never gave him a paku. Okay. Skyler is like Diesel with chubby cheeks.
I'm not Diesel with chubby cheeks.
Josh is Diesel.
I know what Diesel is.
Okay.
Somebody make a meme of me as a chipmunk.
All right, guys. We're going to head out of here. Shut this down for the night. Skyler's got a lot more food to eat. Chub her cheeks. There's some nuts and some, ice cream and hot dogs in the fridge. You can stuff your cheeks full. I'm just saying. I'm going to go home and protect myself, guys. I feel I'm not safe here. If any of
You're
you
not
feel
safe
that,
in your own home?
if any of you see that I passed during the night, make sure everyone knows that it's Skyler. That's the point.
Oh my God, Rich. I'm just on my period. It's not like I'm the devil.
You are the goddamn devil. Love you guys. Have fun.